Alright, welcome back to Hentai Prison. Gonna continue where we left off. My punishment lasts finally ends 30 minutes later. At the bottom of my lungs feel blocked, in pain, and my legs are shaking weakly. Some pleasant footfalls approach me in my misery.
まあ派手にやってるもんだなお前さんも。なんだか大変なんだって？
It's Fugitani-san and Ozawa. They'll stop talking to me after that.
そりゃあんだけ盛大に漏らしてりゃ仕方ねえだろ。
Hands me a claw to wipe with. This guy's a bro now. I like the transition from bully to bro. I can't tell where the sweat ends and the piss begins, but I accept it gratefully.
しかも連帯責任は敵を作っからな。そいつが狙いなんだろう。
The inmates who happened to be around me were made to do a total of 1,000 push-ups. It makes sense that people would stay away from me.
現に俺が巻き込まれてんのを見てっからな。そりゃ近づかねえよ。
その割にはお前様構ってるじゃないか。地獄の底送りになったんだろ。
そりゃ俺は雪がかりっつうかなんつうか。
All right, this guy's a bro. He's a bro from here on then. Sorry, Ozawa. Sorry for dragging you into this.
まあいいけどよ。感謝しろよてめえ。
普通の囚人はソフリンを敵に回したくない。そういうことだ。
ソフリン? Why do they call her that?
いつもキンキン怒鳴りながら跳ね回ってる。それでいて融通が利かない。だろ?
Wonder who gave her the name.
それは誰も知らない。少なくとも俺じゃない。なかなか気の利くネーミングだがね。
Sofurin. Like a certain ratings board. Pretty perfect. In case you don't know what ratings board this is. I think it's the one that's related to visual novels in Japan. Let me double check. Oh, here you go. The Ethics Organization of Computer Software. It's a computer software rating organization in Japan, also known as Sufurin, an organization that rates PCs released in Japan. Okay. By the way, if that wasn't like a straight up hint things you need to think about Hentai Prison, that's one important thing for you to think about. What am I talking about? Well, we'll learn a little bit more as we go in closer. Again, when I asked someone what they thought about like Hentai Prison, they literally told me it's literally just Sakuuta but prison. I'm finally understanding. I'm finally getting a little bit more understanding, especially when there's a lot of discussion about like expression and a lot of his discussion of expression is on the perversion of like the inmates. Anyway, well, let's go. Let's continue. I decided to stop calling her Katen Shikolenko and start calling her Sofurin.
それよかよ。てめえ相関係数はどれくらい増えた?
I don't know the exact number, but I figure it's 0.15 around now.
0.15? 0.15っててめえ15年だぞ。たかだか露出した程度でシャバに出るのが15年後ってのはさすがによ。
Yeah, this is also important to think about. Like, even Saiko was like 10 years for indecent exposure. What the hell?
それがプリズンってもんだよ、赤いの。すべては看守の胸三寸。俺たちは従順な子羊になるしかない。
15 years in this place. I can't even imagine it. The thought is just too overwhelming. Yet I know something is rotten. That lawyer said that my 10-year sentence was a sign of the collapse of Japan's judicial system. And now, without so much as a trial, I've had 5 years added to it. In the Phantom Correctional Precinct, that is Tulip Prison, the rule of law holds little meaning.
よ、てめえ知ってんか？相関係数が 1.0 になった時のこと。
A score 1.0 would mean a 100-year sentence. As a life sentence in all but name, it amounts to the branding a prisoner is impossible to rehabilitate. Remember, this is Japan, so they also have a concept of like execution of prisoners. And why keep them fed on taxpayers' yen? This has led to a rumor. If your score ever reaches 1.0, the order for your execution is issued on the spot. By the way, I heard that death row in Japan is that you wouldn't even know you're in death row. Like, on the day of your execution, it will just straight up go to your room and tell you in the afternoon you will be just executed. Jesus Christ. I heard that shit. I was like, I mean, at least here or anywhere else, they let you know that they let you know like a lot of probably even a year or two or more, I don't know, that you're in death row and eventually you'll get executed. But man, imagine just randomly waking up one day, the guards come to your room and just tell you your execution is later at 2. And you already spent like, I don't know, 5 years in prison. You think you will get out in good behavior, and then they just straight up tell you that shit. God damn. Anyway, let's go.
まさかソフリンのやつ、てめえのこと殺すつもりなんじゃねえだろうな。
I couldn't say. I don't think I can piece together what she's thinking, no matter how hard I try.
ずいぶん余裕じゃねえか。地獄の底送りにされて、この先どうなるか分かれねえってのに。
Okay, I kind of forgot why the hell Sofrin is just straight up on his case. I forgot. She just went on his case. I tend to not panic about things that freaking out won't help with.
大物だな。
ただバカなだけっすよ。
Keeping calm doesn't waste time. It's very rational.
それよりお前さん商売の話だ。頼まれていたもんが届いた。今夜には棒に届くだろうさ。
Oh, he actually got him that. Nice. Really? 助かった。
なんか仕入れたんすか？
ああ。あの後どうしてもと言ってきてね。珍しいものだから時間がかかったんだが、さっきようやく届いた。
おう、何買ったんだ？
An electric massager.
は？
An electric massager. Only small one.
アダルトグッズじゃねえかてめえ。
Yeah, they actually do look like one. It's a health accessory.
つまりは俺を試したんだよ。このガキは釘谷っておっさんがどこまでの品を仕入れられるかやってみようと考えたわけだ。
I simply wanted one.
表向きはアダルトグッズとして扱われてないものは仕入れられるのか。そうやって俺の力をテストしてみたわけだ。
I wanted to ease my fatigue from the mind.
それで仕入れたんすか？
もちろん。電気ヤンマ家にはアダルト性も攻撃性もない。最新機種でなんと遠隔操作できるリモコン付きだ。
Right.
かー。俺言って謝っとけよてめえ。
Thank you very much and sincerely sorry.
そりゃいいさ。安い買い物でもないし、せいぜい楽しむといい。
It sounds bad to say that I tested him, but my intentions were along those lines. I asked for something I thought would be near impossible to get, but he went and got it. Kukitani-san really is something, I think to myself.
どうせ長くは手元に置いておけないだろうからな。
Why not?
しょっちゅうあるわけじゃねえが、送検、一斉点検つうもんがあるからだよ。 ちょっとしたもんなら見逃してくれっけど、アダルトなもんは即アウトだぞ。
偏見以外にも連中は何かと理由をつけて某を荒らしに来る。妙なものが見つかれば即座に没収。効果表の相関係数の欄にプラスがつくわけだ。
Yeah, considering suffering is already on his case. Yeah, that's certainty. And if I say your name, then I'll get a beat down and you won't do business with me anymore. Don't worry, I remember.
悪いな。俺も商売でやってるからメンツが大切だ。
A vein popping in his head. Ozawa kicks me in the knee. Ah!
本当に分かってんだろうな、てめえ。こんなもん見つかってみろ。アダルトグッズじゃありませんなんて言い訳、連中には通用しねえぞ。
Searches don't happen that often, right?
そうは言ったけどな。
I'm sure I'll be fine. And besides, I have plenty of ways to hide it. I wonder what are those plenty of ways. Ever since becoming a lesser prisoner, I lost a lot of my rights. One of those rights, the ability to use the phone center. I haven't called my One-chan in a while.
少し寂しいな、修一郎。
Yeah, me too. I opened the letter she sent instead, warming my heart.
ひなこさんは相変わらず悪質だな。
I really like they're at least they're close siblings. You can't help it. She was in the hospital for a long time. I can feel the effort she put into putting pen to paper with every line, though. The envelope is cutely decorated with stickers of my favorite fish on it. I stare at the photo inside. Oh, that's so cute. She sent a photo of herself. It's of Hinako-ne-san with her usual, "Hey, you're sure putting me on the spot there," smile. My parents have disowned me. She's my only blood relative now. They had to repeat this. They had to repeat this. In case you forgot that this happened, and they literally mentioned this probably 2 hours or 3 hours ago. I can't remember, but like he literally mentioned this already. She has always defended me. When the truancy officers got me, when they sent me to a mental hospital, they got exposed on the internet. No matter how busy she was with work, always treated me like she normally did. He also mentioned something about her work that got me curious about, so let's see if he also mentions it here. Even when my prison sentence was locked in, he visited me in the detention center until the end. He's the one person who will never abandon me, no matter what. My only ally in the world. The only person who understands me, aside from Amatsu-kun. Oh, I want to see her.
漢方の貸し出し希望の方。
A cart filled with hon is pushed along the path in front of the cells.
本はいかが？
いらないよ。
It passes the cell next to me and stops in front of mine.
ゼーラマン君、頼まれてた本ですよ。
At least some people are still willing to, talk to him and stuff. I reach through the bars and pull out the book on the right side of the cart. The item I want is hidden under it. And I grab that too. Oh, okay, she's the one who delivers the goods, I guess. Thanks. So I returned the book I borrowed. Inside, the 1,000 yen in cash. Came with my Onesan's letter. Tegami. As thanks for the delivery.
漢方の貸し出し希望の方。
There's plenty of supply routes, but this is the most common way of getting your goods. I open the inconspicuous black wrapping of the book and take out the content. A small electric massager. I never held one in my hands before.
思ったより小さいが、これはすごいな。
I have to wait. I really have to wait. I keep clicking too early. Anyway, yeah, looks like you can switch out the end to change the size too. Apparently, it's really good for circulation. I push the wireless remote switch to test it out. I quickly switch it off.
そこまで大きい音はしないが、今はやめておいた方が賢明だな。
It's late at night, and everyone's under the covers. Should be safe. Just having something new puts a smile on my face. Getting dumped into prison, I never gotten to go to bed this happy before. I definitely want to mess with it tonight. I can't wait for midnight to come around. Yeah, but I think Sufferin's gonna do her usual visit. Crap out of it for no.
おい、とっとと荷物をまとめて独房から出ろ。
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She would show up. Huh?
山岸警務官。
どけ、部屋替えの時間である。直ちに壁に背中をつけて直立不動。
Officer Yamagishi tears me out of my covers and pushes me chest first against the wall. What is going on, ma'ams?
部屋替えだと言ったはずだ。その手伝いをしてやるのだから感謝しろ。
Bruh, it hasn't been like, it's only been a few hours since he got the massager. And it's already gone. Guards stomp in and turn my cell inside out. Turn over my bed. They look behind the toilet. They toss what few possessions I have on the ground to check them over. It really doesn't look like they're just here to carry out my things. Their forceful escort feels more like being kicked out of my cell.
あっちが今日からお前の過ごす豚箱だ。
She signals with her chin towards a room at the very end of the passage. Standing at the entrance, the guards always come in from. It's the first place that comes into view.
ここならお前を常に監視できるというわけだ。
Suffering wears a cruel smile. They told me the guards would find any little reason to retrieve my cell.
例えば禁止品を持ち込んでいるなんてこともすぐわかるようになるだろうな。
And it's so timely that this happens. So timely. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I see what they mean now.
これがお前の日記か。どれ？ほとんど何も書いてないじゃないか。おい、なんだこれは。
It's my journal. I write in it like it's a letter to my Nesan.
これはプリズン批判だろう。更生のための日記でよくもこんな舐めた口が叩けたものだな。反省の色が見られん。すべて書き直せ。
She tears out the first page and throws it away. I was only writing it for the first week, so it doesn't hurt that much. The guards caught wind of what I was up to from somewhere and barged in. That much? No. But I was on guard. I knew it. Someone ratted him out or something. They're not going to find my new thing.
なんだこれは。シコレンコ監視長。
なんだ。
こんなものがシーツの隙間から。
She scurries over to us. In her right hand is a wireless remote control.
リモコン？
そのようですね。つまりどこかに本体があるはずなのですが。
What if that thing is inside his ass?
これはなんだ？
I don't know.
これはなんだと聞いている。
I don't know. When I shake my head, she scoffs. Yet a knowing smile is plastered on her face, as if to say she feels she's caught me.
これが何なのか、それは調べればすぐにわかる。なぜなら、我々はプロフェッショナルだからだ。そしてこいつが、もしも性的なものの一部だと判明し、その本体を見つけ出すことができた暁には。
What is Officer Yamagishi saying in the background? And it's too low of a volume that you have to make an effort just to understand what she's saying, but I guess it's really not intended and it's more like background noise.
どうなるかはわかるな。
Sufferin's eyes take a dull glint. The fierce glint of a predator.
あとはクソ、喉まで出かかってるのに、昨日寝る前にしたことを思い出せば。
Oh, she remembered something. Anyway, and I am the prey.
お風呂に入って脱毛してパックをしてお母様に電話してそれで
Thinking about that and her Okasa. I think she's trying to remember what stuff she should be doing or some shit. That is some weird ass random thoughts in the background. Anyway, will I end up hunted?
ベッドに入って歯を磨き忘れたから一回出てそして
I'm about to get my answer. Yeah, it's like she's randomly trying to remember stuff she's supposed to do after this or something.
ああそうか
Huh?
ピンクローターこれはピンクローターのスイッチですシコレンコ監視長
Oh. Oh? Okay, I got curious what her exact thought process, like how is she recalling stuff. She was randomly thinking about this stuff and then she got into the oh, it's a pink rotor shit.
そうだな
Wrong.
絶対そうだ私も同じの持ってるからな家に
Oh. Oh.
ですよね
Like it's over it is like
ごめん、わからない。
なぜですほら完全無線だから少しお高めの
いや、だって持ってないし。何？ピンク太郎？
There's something suspicious about suffering, man. I mean, we already know Yamagishi's like, you know, she's a closet pervert herself. But she every line she kind of talks as if she's so well aware of any kind of symbolism or innuendo or whatever. And then I think suffering also kind of did that at some point, but then here she's acting as if she doesn't know shit. Maybe it's just me.
そうかなるほど貴様はこれで他の懲役と遠隔ロータープレイをしていたなバイブでモールス信号を送り体攻めと言葉攻めを同時にやっていたんだろう
Okay, this is the stuff I was talking about her.
ブブーブーブーブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブーブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブブーブブーとかやってたんだろ
I like this line. It's so stupid, but okay.
であれば必ず共犯者がいます各員片っ端からわいせつ棒の女性器を調べ上げろ
Taking a few other guards in tow, Officer Yamagishi starts opening the cells of the female prisoners.
御用改めである神妙におまんこを開示せい
Yet they find nothing. They will find nothing.
どういうこと？私の中には1000個のサドルの亡霊しかありませんよ。
ここもないか0699番異常なし
That's a nice number. Officer Yamagishi owns and uses one herself, so she's fallen into the trap. She thinks only women use rotors. Stuck in her assumptions. I knew it. It's in his ass. They're not checking where they should start.
絶対に女性器に張り付いているはずだいや中行き派なら中にあるかもしれん必ず見つけ出せ
That's why I'm confident they won't notice the truth. The truth is that it's hidden in my anus. I knew it. I knew it. It's so obvious. You know the funny thing is they do cavity searches on the first day, and she didn't think of it as a possible location first, you know.
その不敵な笑み、絶対に見つからないと思っているんだろう。気に入らない。
He should have kept his poker face, man. It means nothing of the sort.
なぜお前はそうも我々を挑発する？違反を犯せば罰を受けるのは当然だろう。
Oh no, she's having another line in the background, so maybe she should figure it out.
どうだ貴様だろう
I mean, listen, I had to push back against my punishment. I don't deserve. Oh, okay. That was a good idea on her part. She turned it on.
しょんべんを浪するばかりか、詭弁まで浪するとは。言われのある罪を犯したからプリズンにいるんだろう。
あれ違ったか
Yeah, I knew it. She was like, She was turning it on, and she was disappointed that no one reacted. Justice decided by the majority rule is just majority rule, not the eggy.
必要な反省がないからさらなる罰が課されるとは思わないのか。
それでは貴様か。
The one who decides repentance. Is it the one who gets out punishment?
お前なんでそんなに息が切れたり戻ったりしてるんだ。
I have no idea. Fugitani-san really gets the good stuff. Officer Yamagichi's far away. The vibrator is working just fine. I should have stretched out my, my anus in advance. If I knew I'd be able to pull this off.
シコレンコ監視長。すべての女性器を確かめましたが、ピンクローターは見つかりませんでした。
I like how she ran. Just to check every single ass obscenity female prisoner.
そうか。なるほど。どんな手品を使ったのかは知らんが、うまく隠しおおせたようだな。
I get no answer.
とっとと部屋の整頓を開始しろ。突っ立っているだけで性的興奮を覚えるのか。
My silence seemed to have annoyed her.
そういう囚人がいたという報告もある。そういう場合は座らせるぞ。座ってるだけで性的興奮を覚えるやつもいたがな。
I start organizing my flung things under the guard's surveilling eyes. Then I heard footsteps coming from behind.
ソフィーヤ監視長、こちらが。
The busting guard hands suffering something.
おい、これはなんだ。
It's a letter from my Nessan. Looks like they forgot something. Suffering unceremoniously pulls out the letter I had been reading before bed.
九段のお姉さんか。シスコンってのはどいつもこいつも狂っているな。
Over. Letter Tegami are screened by guards before making it to the prisoners. Anything inappropriate is blacked out. Prisoners are allowed to hold on to up to 3 letters and only for a month.
手紙と写真は没収だ。所有しているものすべて出せ。今すぐに。
Why, ma'am? That letter only arrived the day before yesterday. It's against no rules.
不良受刑者はその限りではない。担当刑務官が不適正と判断すれば、すべてのものを没収できる。
But this is my right.
権利だと笑わせる。人様の権利を害しておいて、権利を語るか劣等囚人。お前の権利はすべて私が握っているんだよ。だからこいつを奪い取るのも、こうしてこうするのも。
She crumbles the torn paper and stomps onto it.
すべては私の権利というわけだ。
The letter my Nessan wrote for me. Her awkward handwriting.
そしてこいつもだ。
The sashin of her smiling.
この程度ではあまりにも生ぬるいが、お前自身がこうやって他人を踏みにじってきたんだろう。
Both are torn and discarded. Shreds of her photo rain down from Sofrin's hands, scattering onto the hard concrete. Only photo sashin of my Nessan gone.
反抗的な目に対して相関係数プラス 0.005。 とっととこの散らかしたゴミを片付けろ。
I pick up every shred of the ruined photograph. I'm sorry. I apologize to my Nessan in my heart. I'm sorry for tearing you apart like this. Sofrin keeps glaring at me the whole time.
お前の顔を見ていると虫唾が走る。心の底から嫌なことを思い出させてくれるからな。
Her eyes. So dark and disgusted. Like she's looking at raw sewage.
これは私の心を不快にさせた罰だと思え。
Her eyes stand out to me. I wonder. The lights go off in the obscenity ward. Sound of the footsteps that had torn through my cell grow quieter and farther. I fixed my sheets and finally got into bed.
なんとか隠し通せたな。
Oops. Yeah, that was incredible. The electric massager hidden in my anus was a real bucking bronco. For some reason, a moan escaped my lips with every vibration. It was a very strange sensation. What in the world was that? I'll keep it in my anus for the rest of the night just in case. I pull my covers out to my shoulders. For whatever reason, the cell is colder than my last one. Maybe it's position. Maybe the walls suck. Either way, the room is chilly. And it isn't like there's a hole in the wall either. The rough ways of the boat ride here flash through my mind. The prisoners' cells have thin covers, and something like a comforter in them. It really gives you a sense of how glum the weather here is, being constantly subject to winds, rain, and year-long cold. Yet even with the thick covers up to my neck, the chill from the front of the cell assails me.
私で暖を取れ、修一郎。
Natsu-kun?
いいから触れてみろ。ほら。
At his urging, I slowly reach down to my crotch. Warm. The balls are warm like a little heater on my body. I see. That's rational. Feels like I can get through any cold night this way. Achoo! Or so I thought. I caught a cold. That's so heavy. A dullness different from fatigue cells on my body. To a dyed-in-wool exhibitionist, catching a cold is nothing short of a humiliation. Only a fool would strip without proper taking care of their health.
0720番。おい、全裸マン。懲役の分際でいつまで監視を待たせるつもりだ。とっとと出てこい。
I do not accept this cold I've caught.
値を上げての放置プレイを期待してるなら大いに無駄だぞ。ここの監視は放置芸にも24時間張り付いている精鋭しかいないからな。
My joints hurt when I move. I'm cold yet hot. This doesn't make sense. My nose feels clogged and keep my eyes open, making my head hurt. I can't taste my food. Swallowing it down is painful.
港、何お前ちんたらしてんだ。わしらに手間をかけさせるなよ。
Yes, sir. There are no easy days down in the mines. I'm forced to work just as hard as ever today, and I get to digging for coal. The stale air assails my lungs, and I somehow manage to ward off nausea.
おいてめえ、歌舞伎みてえな顔色じゃねえか。大丈夫かよ。
I'm fine. I'm fine.
服の脱ぎすぎで風邪ひいたのかよ。あっちで休んでた方がいいんじゃねえの。
I swing my pick to prove I'm all right. I slip instead and fall right on my ass.
あぶねえな。怪我してねえか。やっぱ調子悪いんじゃねえかよ。
おい、港、そっちは屈伸してんだぞ。危ねえからへばるならあっちでやれ。
The foreman grabs me by the collar and tosses me away. I've been getting grabbed a lot lately. I somehow manage to stand up and take my leave. I don't really know where I'm walking. I just want to sit. Somewhere. Anywhere. My vision blurry. I bring myself down. The ground moves. Looks like I accidentally stepped on the personal conveyor belt. Let me get off. My mind wants to get off quickly, but my body is slow to follow. I finally managed to get off the belt. I had to find the conveyor belt back to get back to searching. I find myself somewhere I have no memory of. Which tunnel is this? I don't know. What's this? It's a mine cart. We send raw coal up via vertical conveyor belts in the prison. I never used a bona fide minecart before. Though I have heard they used them before. They put the shafts in the mine way back. Mizu. There's a bunch of water built up inside. Oh no, not Mizu. What's? There are multiple ways of saying water in Japanese. Mizu is for drinking water. What's water? Anyway, never mind. Well, I'll just say water. I've heard before that when a storm draws near, sometimes the water comes up to your knees. This water feels good. I splash my face with water, and droplets run down my hair. Whatever remains of your hair that is. Yeah, I don't know. Someone told me Mizu is just for drinking water. So I don't know why I searched that up right now. Anyway, the seawater is salty, but it's nice and cold. My head hurts. My vision keeps wavering. Why am I here anyway?
Minato! Oi, doko itanda? Minato!
My breathing is fraught. My vision is hazy. My legs are wobbly. I can barely stand. I can't hear anything anymore.
逃げろ秀一郎
Huh? Right after I raise my eyes, my vision goes completely dark. My knees buckle and I naturally fall face first to the ground. I covered my head with both arms to protect it. Wait, I'll be right back. Okay, let's continue. I'm back. Yet, down comes rocks from above. Give me a second. Something weird happened. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. It just full screen for some reason. Yeah. Before long, the sounds stop. An unusual quiet comes. I look up. Everything is covered in rocks, but I find myself not crushed. It looks like a pile of rocks, a good 2 meters tall, protected me. This is a cave-in. I got caught in an avalanche of rocks. Oh. I push away the rock, digging at my feet, my back. I had to get out of here. There's no telling when the ceiling will come crashing down. I smash aside rock after rock, but no light comes peering through. Eventually, a hefty boulder blocks my path. Yeah! My lower half is submerged in the cave-in, and I can only move my arms. The space I'm in isn't wide enough to swing my pick freely. I can't push that boulder out of the way. Not with my muscles. One wrong move, and I might end up crushed. There's no getting out of here. The air thins out. My head is heavy, and my breathing pain. My nausea assails me. It's so hot. So cold. I can't stand being here even a second longer. But the wall is just so thick. I can't dig myself out, no matter how hard I try. As sweat rolls into my eyes, I let out a pathetic groan. I hate it here. I want out. I need out. If the rocks overhead start falling, I'll be dead in seconds. My mind may be hazy, but one impending reality is clear. Death. My death. This is where Minato Shiichiro will die. Where I will die. Hanako-ne-san! I find myself calling my Nessan's name. And in that instant, a voice so quiet it sounds like a hallucination. Oh, it's the third girl rather. I can't even tell where I hear it from. The voice is coming from behind me. The men are digging at the rocks in front of me. The voice is beyond the rocks behind me. Instead of saying anything, I gather up the last of my strength and strike my pick at the rocks as hard as I can. I hear a knock. 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 Like a small pile driver opening a hole. I don't know what they're doing. My mind no longer has the energy to consider it. What? Explosives? What? With what strength I have left, I pull myself upright. Right as I'm about to ask what they're planning, however,
それではご安全に。
an overwhelming flash. I go flying. Jesus, man. My vision is too blurry to see anything clearly, but I know what I saw. A second tiny glint of light that disappeared before my eyes.
港大丈夫か。
なんで反対側が爆発したんだ。何があった。
A loud blasting sound and compressed air passed over my head. I can only call it an explosion. Someone used dynamite. Used it to blast the roof that came in from overhead.
亡霊だ。例のやつがこの班にもついに出たんだ。幽霊が全ラマを助けた。
うるせえな。いいからこいつ運び出すの手伝えよ。
頭を揺らさないようにゆっくりだぞ。手空いてるやつはマンベルトにいる係のとこまで走って連絡してこい。
The elevator gets rolling and brings me up to the surface. Sulfurin is waiting for us at the entrance of to the mine.
どうした？一体何の騒ぎだ？担がれているのは
港修一郎0720番です。こいつ地下で落盤にあっちまって早くイム島に運ばねえと。
なんだと？
She looks me all over and narrows her eyes.
見たところ外傷はないようだが。
Or she's gonna be an asshole.
それにこいつ熱が出てるんすよ。早く薬飲ませてやらねえとさ。
I mean, look, bro, look at his face at least. Look at that. It's bleeding outright.
ならば測定してやる。早く服を脱がせろ。下半身だけだ。上はいい。犬のような体勢になるよう這いつくばらせろ。
My team members take out my pants and get me on all fours. A thermometer is stuck into my anus.
37.9。投薬が認められるのは38度からだ。残念だったな。0720番。
Man, she's just straight up an asshole.
よってこいつをイム島に移送するのは認められない。戻って仕事を続けさせろ。
現にこいつは事故に巻き込まれたんですよ。このまま仕事をさせりゃ。
それがどうした？規則は規則。違うか？
The foreman can only hold his mouth a gap and a disappointment.
だいたい気合が足りないから風邪などをひく軟弱な体になる。どれもこれもお前が変態でねじ曲がった精神をしているせいだ。刑務作業で清く汗水流し健全な肉体を作ってこい。でなければこのまま一生ここから出られないな。お前は。
Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck's over it? He whispers into my ear.
そりゃいくらなんでも。
Right as Ozawa raises his voice, I stand up. I pick my mask off the ground and step towards the elevator. I head back underground, back to the bowels of hell. Before I can finish my words, I collapse. All my strength leaves.
修一郎。
The last thing I see before I fade out are Sulfurin's dark eyes, nestled under her cap. I wonder what's the deal with her dark eyes. Because he would always describe her eyes. Like, normally you think dark eyes are either because she's always sleep deprived or like she's very stressed for some reason. Or it could be both. Anyway. I wake up to find myself lying on the examination table.
起きたか少年。目覚めないから心配しちゃった。よっと。
Higuchi sensei.
気分はどう？あ、ちょっとおでこコツンとして。わかんねえや。多分微熱くらいには下がったかな。若いと治りが早いね。先生も30超えてっからな。
I understand that feat. Anyway, she starts shaking the thermometer.
スペイン風邪も塹壕の中で流行ったっていうし、ちゃんと検温を義務化した方が良さそうな。
That all means that I got carried to the medical ward. I didn't end up back in the mine.
悪い夢見た？すごいうなされてたから。
I was.
そっか。どんな？
A dream about sports day.
球技大会。
I always had this nightmare when I got a fever over 38. They tell me to go defender because I'm useless. And this ball goes through my legs.
大丈夫。もう言わなくていい。大変だったね。
Oh, no wonder he hates ball sports. He had a comment about he hates ball sports. Higuchi sensei strokes my head. She's so kind. Yasashi.
大変な目に遭ってるみたいじゃないか少年。こりゃわやなね。
It's not that bad.
でも左腕、それひび入ってるよ。
Oh, he actually got a bone fracture. Huh?
さっき来てたレントゲン医さんが言ってたから。
So, it really was cracked? So that's why it hurt so much.
あの子も悪い人間じゃないはずなんだけどね。
Captain Shikolenko.
そうそう。なぜか君とは相性が悪いみたいだ。
Why does suffering have it out for me in particular? Why is she so harsh? I figured there has to be some kind of reason.
じゃあ頑張り屋さんにはアメちゃん2つ。
With no cardiogram? Are you sure?
寝てる間に勝手にやったから大丈夫。コーラ味とソーダ味。一緒に口に入れると幸せな気分になれるからおすすめだぞ。
She puts out 2 big candies from her left and right hands, like she's doing a magic trick.
君の生き方はいろいろと大変だと思うけど、忘れないで。この世界には敵ばっかりじゃなく、味方もいるってこと。
My life as a coal miner goes on for a few weeks after that.
36.1 平熱入山許可
They take your temperature before you go down to the mine ever since I collapsed. Okay, that's a very interesting preventative measures. With how cramped the tunnels are down there, disease would spread in the blink of an eye. Okay, at least they think about that. At least they think about that. I get on the elevator. I get on the cart and I get on the conveyor belt. I get to the tunnel we're working on. The edge. Okay, the name's just the edge.
Oi, Minato! そっちの岩はどうなった?
I'm about to smash it.
班長、エアーピック借ります。第3靴、採掘スムーズに進んでるんで。
I like how they're so used to working in the coal mines now.
とっとと持ってけ。熊さんチーム、断面掘削機を動かすぞ。ロードヘッダー、フォー。
Panzer IV. Anyway.
くそ、こいつ全然動きやしねえじゃねえか。
The newbie is pushing, or attempting to push, the supply cart. The deeper you get into a mine, the more you have to reinforce the tunnel, the support beams and pillars. The mine generally uses concrete, but we have to do basic repairs on our own, which is why we take supplies from the personnel conveyor belt and had to carry them over here. Let me do it.
よいしょっと。ほ、こんなもんか。これで天井は落ちてこねえだろ。
へえ、若い兄さんらは力があるな。さすがに夜年並みには勝てねえかな。
I feel a lot more used to working down here than I did. I'd get worn out after an hour in my early days. But now I can keep digging until lunch without issue.
なんだこの音は。
あ、メタンガスの濃度が一定値を超えたんだろう。
Like how they're so chill about that now.
メタンガスって体にすごく悪いやつじゃないのか？
Sure is.
今度は何の音だ？
なあ、引火すると一体が燃えっから火花を出さないように照明が消えるようになってんだわ。
本当に大丈夫なのかここ？
Bro, they're so used to this shit. Just put on a carbon monoxide filter mask. It'll be fine. I put the gas mask-like device over my mouth and wait for the gas density to fall. Humans are surprisingly adaptable creatures.
よし、作業再開だ。やろうども、交代まで最後の一踏ん張りしようが。
おいよー。
Nowadays, when we return to the surface, The miners had to go through a simple inspection.
今日こんなでっけえ岩砕いたわ。
I like how they're so proud of their work nowadays. B. I found 2 ammonite fossils. We're always covered in dust. Girlfriend, of course, is waiting as she always does. Today, she's right in front of the elevator. She's not wearing her cap. That's amazing.
担当官の前でマスクをつけているとはどういうつもりだ。外せ。
Yeah, I rarely see her without the cap, so I'm seeing her full ponytail right now. Yes, ma'am. The mask got the dust from around my mouth, so it left a clear impression on my face.
お前どういうつもりで。
She's trying hard to not laugh. Is something the matter?
粉がかかったぞ。担当不経済だ。相関係数プラス 0.001。加えて腕立て伏せ100回。
I stretch my legs and get into the push-up position.
5分以内に終わらせろ。完了できなければ。
Done.
は？
Done.
じゃあ次はスクワット100回だ。腰を下まで下ろせよ。
Done.
ならば背筋を200回。
Bro, our guy is now physically he's fucking fit. Yes, ma'am.
プランク10分。
Easy.
懸垂500回。
Did you say something, ma'am? The past few weeks seem to have forged me well. I like how he got used to every shit, man. He could do it, man. He could do it. Our guy, he's now a Chad. What the fuck? Her demands are easy even after a hard day in the mine. What's next? Dofrin's face gradually grows redder.
このクソ生意気なガキが。
I actually like it actually reflected in her face that she's actually she's getting red herself. If the dark bags under her eyes are as clear as ever. I wonder how this is gonna play back, because he keeps commenting about it. It's my day off. Feels like forever since last time I had a break from my coal-covered labors. They let me into the library during breaks or day offs. There are plenty of books to read, but anything with any form of sexual content or expression is heavily restricted. Even the most normal of books will have paragraphs or whole pages blacked out with a marker if the contents were deemed inappropriate. A cookbook, huh? Cookbooks are popular in Tulip Prison, with food being as heavily restricted as it is in here. All we can do is find satisfaction in photos and the amount of sugar listed. The next most popular genre is animal books.
このアフリカ像、頭から鼻にかけての流線形なラインがスケベすぎんだろ。謝ってほしい。
God damn, man.
見ろよこの乳首。加入期直前だったのにテロテロに濡れてやがるぜ。このインバイ乳牛がよ。
Even the non-zoophiles find themselves grumbling sexually at the books.
あなたたち、またメキシコクロホエザルの毛深いお尻に発情していたでしょう。今後は動物の写真も一部を黒く塗りつぶす必要がありそうね。
Unlike the outside, you find sexual excitement in the smallest of things here in the Tulip Prison. Yeah, it might actually even have the opposite effect. Like if you get rehabilitated and you get out, but because of your time in Tulip Prison, you're easily excitable more than even before they went in or some shit. I don't know. The number of books you can borrow is determined by your prisoner rank. And lesser prisoners can't borrow a single book. Found it. A dictionary. So if I want to look at words I'm curious about, I have to do it here. Brush. Press something very hard so that it is broken or its shape is destroyed. Use brute force to end a life. Perhaps there aren't too many other prisoners seeking to read in the library, or perhaps the guards are too annoying for them to deal with. Either way, tables are quite empty. I noticed someone in hide in the shadows. Oh, it's Suffering with her hair down, without her cap. Suffering is sitting in the seat in the corner. She's writing something, running her pen over her tablet.
いずれも反抗的な態度であり、公正は見られない。さらなる教育が必要と思われる。
seems to be writing a report about me. But if you look at her face, there's something about, you can tell it's like a face of annoyance or some sort. You know, she's annoyed or some shit. Any officer monitoring a lesser out prisoner has to write a report every week. It's a labor-intensive process that they tend to avoid or skip out on. But it looks like I'm a rare case. Yeah, Suffering really has some shit on Minato for some reason. Like, she straight up hates the guy for some reason. I like to leave before she notices me. The sky is cloudy today. I don't think there's been a single sunny day ever since I got incarcerated. It's always them and Deary above. I figure the position of this island is to blame. It always feels like it's about to rain, but almost never does. Even if the weather won't be good for a while, it probably won't be bad either.
見つかるといいな、修一郎。
Me too, Amatsu-kun. There's another thing I'm looking for. I don't know where it is, so I have to visit everywhere I think it might be.
おい、修一郎。
Ah, Ozawa! I trot over to the familiar face. A small figure pops out from behind him. Oh, why is he here?
ようぼん、ずいぶんと久しぶりだな。一度くらい遊びに来るかと思ってたが、来なかったからこっちから会いに来たよ。
Beef!
頭下げろやてめえ。初対面みたいな顔しやがって。
I'm the type who gets shy when it comes to reunions.
その顔やめろ。で、お疲れ様ですだ。姉さん、わざわざてめえに会いに来てくださったんだぞ。
I truly thank you.
やめろ、小沢。ボンは極道じゃねえんだ。そんな挨拶させることはない。
He chuckles and looks up at me.
それよりもボン、てめえずいぶん体がでかくなったな。
Thanks to Suffering, he's now a Giga Chad himself. We have to thank Suffering for making him into a Giga Chad. Have I?
ああ、一回り大きく見えるよ。錯覚じゃなければだが。
You know, my prisoner has been feeling a little tight lately. For breakfast and dinner, all miners are given a special ration called the miner's lunchbox. It's a good 50% bigger than the A set, and for those who work on their feet. And it's just what the body craves with how brutal labor down in the mine is. You really think so?
なんだいきなり。
Check this out. I got actual muscles.
だから俺ほどじゃねえっつってんだろ。ほら見てみろや、この腹筋をよ。
A six-pack. I wish I had one of those.
まったく野郎ってのはどうしてそう筋肉が好きかね。
I built muscle and started to make more progress in work. I've already hit 107% of the month's mining quota too. No longer do I have to stay up for all hours of the night like I used to on the outside. I get too tired for that. I've gotten a little taller too.
いいよね。まだまだ成長期のクソガキはよ。
A good boy is a growing boy.
だからその顔なんなの？
だがいい子は監視長に目をつけられるような真似しねえもんだよ、ボン。
I look to Ozawa. He shakes his head. Didn't hear it from him.
私にはいくらでも情報網がある。ずいぶん絞られてるみたいじゃねえか。
I have an unfortunate attention on me.
悪いことをしたら罰が待っているもんだ。まあそういう跳ねっ返りは嫌いじゃないがな。
She gives me a noogie. She's probably complimenting me, but she sure isn't holding back on the force.
こいつに懲りたらしっかり反省することだよ。
She's stronger than Ozawa.
それでボン、てめえこんなところで何をしてるんだ？うろちょろしてたらまた余計な罰を受けるぞ。
I'm looking for something.
探し物？いい子に免じて手伝ってやる。言ってみな。
When I tell her what I'm looking for, what I'm after, the chief takes me over to a certain building. I recognize it as the place she called me out to before, the rehabilitation center. We step in and approach the prisoner man reception desk at the front. Oh! It's Krapimori.
ソモリてめえ。
ソモリ。
あれから見かけねえと思ったらこんなとこいやがったのか。
懲罰房を出たらクリーニング工場は向いてないって言われて、これまで優秀だったから特別にって。
こっちは炭鉱になってんだぞ。
A brutal difference.
でもこれは私がこれまで頑張ってきたからで、あの時だって脅されたから私は悪くなくって。
よしなてめえら、もう手打ちになったことは後からうだうだ蒸し返すもんじゃねえよなあ、お嬢さん。
The chief takes a step forward, holding up a hand up to signal us to stop.
ところで借りたいものがあるんだ。渡してもらえるかい？
けど
いいから出しなよ。面倒事はお互い避けたいだろ。
渡すには許可が。
私がお願いしてると思うか？
でもその
はいよ、出さんかいこれ。
Yakuza is some Yakuza skull. I like how it changed. Why?
これが大人の交渉術ってやつだ。
Brute force.
まあ姉さんの単価は迫力あんよな。
Yakuza really are scary.
そらば、そんなもん何に使うんだ？
Thank you. I've been looking for a cellophane tape. I pull out a big strip and fold it into itself. I'm trying to fix a photograph.
てめえ、それやったやつはやっぱり。
Yeah, suffering. I stick the pieces together. It takes a lot of time, but it comes together better than I expected. My Onesan and her modest smile return. This was the only one I had.
修一郎。
The guards think I'm throwing it away, so they shouldn't notice if I hold on to it for a while. In the future, I'll have to hide it somewhere they'll never find. Like in, say, my anus?
んなことされるなんて普通じゃねえぞ、てめえ。そろそろなんとかしねえと、とんでもねえことになんだろう。
I agree, but there's nothing I can do. Not now. I'm up against a guard. Not just any guard, but a top dog. A captain. She has my life in her hands, and there's not a thing I can do about it. What kind of person is suffering anyway?
そうだな。一言で言えば、私ら懲役をゴミだと思ってるやつさ。性犯罪者は人間ではないと考えてる。他の監視と基本は変わらねえ。ここにいる連中は大体同じだ。だが
Got too much authority to deal with.
賢いガキは好きだよ、ボン。やっこさんにも過去にいろいろあったんだろう。ここの看守先生は大概そうだ。だから私らを人間扱いしない。故に行き過ぎる時もある。
She's probably really been through it in the past. Wait. Never mind. I think of the way she looks at me. The way her eyes are so darkened and cold. That past of hers is probably why.
不服申請制度ってやつはこういう時に使えんじゃないですかね、姉さん。
Tula Prison has a system of request sheets. You can fill out asking for improvements on issues with the facility. I hear you can use it to complain if you're being treated unfairly. But, well.
まず無理だ。申請する相手をよく考えてみりゃわかるだろ。
You need to make the request to the officer in charge of you. To ask a guard, and captain no less, turn in a complaint about herself makes little sense.
ならよ、もう素直に謝っちまえって。何が悪いかはわからねえが、適当にさ。
I cannot do that. Giving suffering a meaningless apology is something I absolutely cannot do.
なんでだよ。このまま行きゃてめえだって。
Suffering is trying to cross a line with me. It's small, but something I find very important.
つまり、矜持の問題ってことか。
Dignity.
プライドだよ。
Pride. Yeah. My dignity. If someone steps over the last line I've got, I won't forgive them. No matter who they are. I will crush them.
たく、頑固なんだからよ。死んでも知らねえぞ、てめえ。
Most people don't cross my line. Don't get angry too much.
さようにございますか。
Only, you've gone that far before, Ozawa.
監視を懲罰棒にぶち込むのは難しいけどな、ボン。
Oh yeah, I mean, that's how. Yeah, oh yeah, that happened. She laughs like she finds it hilarious.
しかし、それだけ仕事をしてりゃ、普通は労働奨励制度にくらい引っかかるもんなんだが。
Her tone is rough, and her hand is in her jacket pocket. Incentive program?
気になるんだったら、自分で調べてみたらどうだ?
You won't tell me the details. Still, it feels like good advice.
私は顔役だ。受刑者でありながら、一部は刑務官でもある。二つのバランスも考えなきゃならねえ。だから言えるのはここまでだ。しかしこの鉄火は、乗るか反るかはてめえ次第だが、もし乗り切ったら、そうだな。私の胸くらい揉ませてやろうじゃねえか。
Huh. Okay.
に
Huh? Wait. Has the chief fallen for me?
どうだ？やる気は出たか、ボン。
Sure do. Very, very motivated. Because, to be honest, I love Popeye. So, personally, not Popeye man. But sometimes you see yourself. I make exceptions here and then. Anyway, whatever. Wait a second. Why is the other character that her voice actor plays is also like that? Never mind. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird coincidence. Anyway, today's dinner is fish. Sakana is great. Fresh fish is a rarity in the prison. But I've been excited ever since I saw it in the menu. I put my tray on the table and pull a paper from my pocket. The Prison Labor Incentive Program. The average prisoner is rank 3, rank 4 being for lesser prisoners like myself. Then there are the model prisoners, those that are ranks 2 to 1. Apparently you get promoted from your daily conduct, doing your job well. Those who achieve prestigious results, the paper says, are promoted to rank 2. Prestigious results. There's no more detail than that. So I guess that it'll take more than clocking in to get a promotion. There being no recipient of this award in the past 5 years speaks volumes to how difficult it is. The rewards are, however, great. Not only does it improve your score, but you get the privilege of taking a rehabilitation program. Okay, what was that? She I guess she was fixing her hair with her cap. Okay, maybe that was just some random ass things, so you wouldn't be bored while reading this or something. I don't know. They also grant you one request within considerable caveats and conditions. Any hardworking, upstanding prisoner want this reward.
まあお前にはそんなもの関係ないがな。
I look up. There is suffering, towering over me with derision in her eyes.
食事中にチラシを読むとは何様だ。相関係数プラス 0.004。
Nah, she just straight up hates him. I have no idea how many years I'm in for anymore.
それからこのチラシを手に取ることを禁止する。お前には金輪際縁のないものだからな。
Why is that, ma'am?
私がこれをお前に与えることなど絶対にありえないからだ。
There are plenty of other officers around.
いちいち口答えをするな。
She slams her fist onto the table. A tray flips over, spilling my food onto the ground. The room grows silent. Many eyes are on me.
拾え。
さっさと拾え。
I crouch down, start scourging up the scattered white wheat rice. Since the miso soup has spilled all over the ground, I need to wipe it down with my uniform. Finally, I reached out to my favorite, sliced fish. She crushes it with her heel.
これは担当公弁だ。相関係数プラス 0.005。罰として腕立て伏せ200回にスクワット150回。
Man, she straight up did that. She straight up did that to just... I don't think I get angry that much.
お前の心はほとほと腐りきっている。だから体を鍛えてまともになるよう私が導いてやっているんだ。これは正当な罰だ。
People can play their tricks on me. They can try to make my day worse. If there's no real danger, though, I ignore it.
だというのに、お前は改善の余地もなく生意気な口ばかり叩く。なぜ言うことをちゃんと聞けない。その上に労働奨励制で賞が欲しいだと笑わせるなよ。
To put in an example of the thing that we were talking about earlier. Remember her name Suffering sounds like they're like the SD the ratings agency, you know, the ones that say if your game is mature or for teens or some shit. What if Minato is like an arrogant company, you know? And they were selling good shit VNs, but you know, very perverted ones. And then Suffering, the agency, not the person, comes in and be like, you know, tries to do some shit on them due to regulations and stuff. But they still, but the arrogant company still publishes some sketchy ass topics, but within the bounds of the legalities of things. Well, there's a lot of arrogant like that nowadays. Anyway.
冷静に考えろ。自分の正規と話をするような露出狂に奨励もクソもあるはずがないだろう。
And what if the example of him looking into like the flyer is the equivalent of like the arrogant company publishes one of the most degenerate things ever, but they want to win awards for like, you know, literally awards, like some god tier shit things, man. But the agency's like, no, you're into perverted shit. You're never gonna crap masterpiece, Pino shit or whatever. Anyway, I don't ever mind the needless frequent masturbation inspections.
男性器が喋る？そんなことがあるものか。口に見えているのは尿道口だ。睾丸のシワが下にでも見えたのか？
You want to tear out my journal? Tear out my journal. And the sashin of my dear Esan. Go ahead. I can take it.
それが友達？ちゃんちゃらおかしいとはこのことだ。頭がいかれてるんじゃないのか？
Tom on my favorite food right in front of me. I can take that too.
喋りもしない男性器と会話するのはスケベだけなんだよ。このド変態が。
This, however.
おい、どうした？
This is the only thing I can't let slide.
許してやったつもりはないぞ。勝手に立ち上がるんじゃない。
Mockery of my friend.
どういうつもりだ？いいからすぐに腕立て伏せを続けろよ。
Do not mock Amatsu-kun. It's the one thing I won't tolerate.
ああ？
He's the first friend I ever made.
何を言うのかと思えば、その股間のデクノボーがこんにちはとでも挨拶したのか？
He did.
だったら頭がおかしいんだ。狂っている。異常性欲が脳に回って毒に侵されてるんだお前は。
Amatsu-kun has always been there for me.
塀の外で健常な人間を見てこなかったか？男性器と喋っている男が女性器と会話を楽しむ女がどこにいた？
While everyone abandoned me, he kept on giving me advice, showing me the path I should walk on, to live on.
お前が再び世に出れば間違いなく再犯をやる。社会の癌となり無辜の人間を傷つける。だから強制する必要がある。
Amatsu-kun is my tomodachi.
生きているだけで害を振りまく存在なんだよ今のお前は。まずはそれを自覚しろ。
So, you're going to minimize him, deny him his existence.
いいから黙って私たちの言うことを。
Then I will make you apologize to him after you acknowledge his existence.
お前のようなやつに何を言っても無駄なようだな。
I've got a line I won't let anyone cross. And you did.
ならば一生ここから出られないようにするしかあるまい。相関係数プラス 0.003。
You've gone far further than any human should.
人間のような口を聞くな。相関係数プラス 0.005。
No matter who it is that crosses that line, I'll never forgive them.
相関係数プラス 0.009。
I don't care how important your post is or where you run off to. I'll track you down and I'll show you.
相関係数プラス 0.02。
Show you that if anyone mocks my friend and denies his existence,
相関係数プラス 0.06。
that they're going to get the punishment they deserve. I will kill you. Oh shit, man! He just straight up told the guard, I will kill you.
生意気な口を聞くなと言っただろうが。
Damn, man. Gonna get shot. She immediately draws the shotgun from her shoulder. I lose consciousness a split second after she pulls the trigger. I wake up to find myself in the bed in the medical ward. The covers and mattresses are nice and soft. A world of difference from my damp cell bed. Did Higuchi-sensei lay me down?
先生ならいないよ。お前さんの怪我の具合を看守長に報告に行ったらしい。
Fugitani-san. Sitting up in the bed next to me as he flips through a book is the prisoner's information broker.
俺は昔からリウマチがひどくてね。調子が悪い時はここに来るんだ。
It is very soft and nice. I reach out and do that prison greeting with my fist.
ずいぶん派手にやったな。遠くから見てた。けど何を言っているかまでは聞こえなかった。なんて言ったんだ？
The one thing you don't tell your fucking guard ever. I will kill you. After a stunned look, Kugitani-san burst out laughing.
そりゃ悪くない決め台詞だ。けどちっとばかしプリズン的じゃない。だからやられちまった。
It doesn't fit well. Yeah, he could fall into serious crimes kind of guy at this point.
そうだよ。そういうのはもっとウィットに飛んでいないと。
Das.
射殺ということだよ。
What do you think I should have said?
そりゃぶっ殺すぞとか地獄へ送ってやるぜとかケツと膣に手突っ込んで奥はガタガタ言わせてやろうかベイビーとか。
Well, he did actually say the first one. I'll bury you to Ozawa's group. Fucking bury baby crush. I wonder if him and Suffering become friends after this whole thing. Just like what happened with the fucking, just like what happened with Ozawa's group. At least with Ozawa.
それよりもお前さんが先に殺されるかもしれないな。ぶっ殺されてベイビーみたいにおねんねする。クソを漏らしても誰もおむつを取り替えちゃくれない。だろ?
Right. I never had a riot shotgun pointed at me before. Getting hit with the pellets directly, I have to say, they're pretty powerful.
驚いた。あれを一発食らえば普通は3日は体を動かせないんだが、お前さん平気なのか?
Bro, he's a Giga Chad now, you know? Yeah, it really hurts, but I'm fine. That's what training in the mines has gotten me. There you go. Still, I don't think I deserve a shotgun to the chest. Suffering pulled the trigger. I saw her do it. Her hate for me is only growing by the day.
このプリズンで看守の不手際で死者が出たことはまだない。もし起きたら大問題になるだろう。けど結局は大問題になるだけだ。一人や二人看守が降格処分を受ける。
All my debt will lead to is a number on some paper going up or down by one. I need to stay alive.
そういうことだ。まあ、お前さんももうちょっと考えて動くといい。それがプリズンで生きる道だよ、坊主。
With that, he turns his back to me. You're going back?
ああ、そろそろ時間だし、お前さんが起きたら帰っていいと先生に言われてるからな。
He opens the curtains and light. A color between white and yellow pours in. Fugitani-san turns back to me.
これを言ってお前さんの慰めになるかわからないが、畑への組長さんから伝言だ。
A message from the chief?
もう少しだけ我慢してみろ。
Looks like the two know each other. The chief is the main representative for the prisoners, and Kugitani-san is the procurer of supplies. That makes sense. Hold on.
真面目に努めてお前さんが成長していれば何か面白いことが起こるかもしれないってことかもな。それじゃ。
With that, he leaves the room. What do you think she means, Amatsu-kun?
わからない。だが組長には何かが見えているんだろうな、修一郎。
If Amatsu-kun doesn't know, then I have no hope of piecing it together. In that case, it would be most rational not to waste any time thinking about it.
修一郎、さっきはありがとう。私のために戦ってくれて。
What are friends for?
私には手も足も出なかった。代わりに君が言ってくれて嬉しかったよ。
Stiffen up. That's to be expected, Amatsu-kun. Stiffening up is what you is what you do.
君はいつもうまいことを言うな、修一郎。
We have a charming conversation and share smiles. How difficult it is to trust someone. I trusted before and paid the price for it. It will probably take some more time to become a better judge of character. However, hold on a little longer. I think I can trust the chief a little bit. It's raining cats and dogs the next day. A fierce downpour smashes against the cheap concrete, echoing into the underground. There's a storm up top.
わいせつ坊の変態戦士ども、まずは4人1組になれ。倉庫の中にある補強剤を持ってこい。
This area sees a lot of storms. When harsh rains come around, this island and its foundation of old buildings really suffer.
だからこういう時は非常事態体制っつってよ。看守も囚人も一緒になって被害を最小限に抑えるようにすんのよ。
Oh yeah? We board out the workstations to make sure they don't collapse. And we do maintenance in the underground cells, vulnerable to leakage.
助手ども、外に出られる者は準備をしろ。力仕事ができる者はいるか。
力になれるか分かりませんが、雨に濡れるくらいだったら。
雨であろうが濡れれば喜ぶんだな。この汚らわしいバイタが。貴様はここで室内保全でもしてろ。
Jesus Christ. Get it?
ありがたいですけど。
Officer Yamagishi is very busy this morning.
わいせつ坊の西が浸水してきてるそうだぜ。看守が変態たちが使って体内回帰願望を乱す脱法をファックをするかもしれないって大騒ぎだよ。
そりゃ浸水じゃなくて浸水になりそうじゃの。あら恐ろしや。
There isn't only one running wild. The whole prison is activity like a town before a festival.
久方ぶりの大嵐だ。生死と卵子を無駄死にさせてきた侮蔑すべき変態の貴様らでも命は無駄にするんじゃないぞ。
This line, Jesus Christ. I like how every fucking line from this person is just like fucking. I moved to get in line with the others, but someone violently grasped my shoulder.
おいお前ら、どこに行くつもりだ？
The emergency system, ma'am. We're going to help board up.
炭鉱囚人には関係ない。お前は今日も地下だ。
いやでも今は非常事態体制じゃ。
今日は私も地下に降りる。お前の仕事ぶりをしっかりと観察させてもらおう。もう二度と奨励制度などというザレ言を口にできないようにな。
Bro, what? She's going that far for this? Suffering usually doesn't go all the way underground. She isn't alone. No guard bothers braving the perilous mines. But there's a storm today, ma'am.
それがどうした？その程度のことで私の監視から逃れられると思ったのか？
A denigrating smile comes over her face as she scoffs like normal.
たかが薄暗いだけの穴ぼこだろうが。嵐の被害がない分、地下の方が安全だ。
むちゃくちゃな。
うだうだ言ってないで、とっとと準備をしろ、クズの変態が。駆け足。
We get to the elevator and go underground with suffering.
思ったよりもずいぶん早かったな。故障か？
I guess it's literally her first time to go underground, so she doesn't even know what's going on underground. It's always like this. 30 kilos per hour. None of the other miners are here. I'm guessing they've been drafted to shore up the premises.
ずいぶんジメジメしているじゃないか、ここ。
ご安全に。
No surprise at the greeting for the night shift workers. She keeps up her stern visage.
よく勤めたな。ご安全に。
Let's keep going. Brow furrowed. Sophrin looks around at the ceiling as we walk. You can tell she's she's scared about this whole thing. That's the tram.
は？知ってるが。いいから早く行け。ちんたらするんじゃない。
We got off the tram after a few minutes. We make it to the fork in the road with a personnel conveyor belt.
なんだこの音。
We hear the rollers quietly grinding away. Some might find the sound unsettling.
気味悪い。亡霊のうめき声みたいな。
It's just a personal conveyor.
は？分かってたわ。
I like how hard you're trying to act up right now. We'll be riding this to the dig site.
知ってるんだが。私に教えてマウントでも取るつもりか？性犯罪者にはすぐマウントを取る習性があるらしい。
何この人。
先が見えないのか。もう少し明るくてもいいようなものを。
Where's she being cute right now? Despite being a fucking asshole.
この音もどうにかならないのか？考えようはいくらでもあるだろう。楽しい BGM を流すとか。
BGM. Jesus, man.
今のネズミか？なんでネズミなんか？ここの衛生状態はどうなっている？なんだ水滴か？驚かせるなよ、まったく。
Is this what they call gap moy or some shit? Are you alright, ma'am?
は？何がだ？
Are you scared?
意味わからん。早く行け。
I can't make it go any faster.
長すぎる。いつまでこれに乗っていればいいんだ。
No complaining, she's sitting with her knees on the belt. Looks like she's from money. She's from money or a good family. Can she really deal with the coal mine? Why will he? Oh, okay. It's her POV. Oh shit! It's her POV. So the Kino moment's about to happen, huh? Why will he not do as I say? This is something I've been pondering for weeks. I've been a prison guard for years now. I think there's a lot of Kinos gonna happen soon. I've seen a lot of prisoners and worked with all kinds. There's been those who got in my nerves and those I cannot comprehend. Some have gotten deep under my skin. But I don't think I ever found an inmate that's hard to control.
ここが写真で見たが、こんなに広いとは。
Are you alright, ma'am?
は？何が？意味がわか。
Prisoner number 0720 Minato Shiichiro. I think you should keep your mask on. Dust can build up in your lungs pretty easily. A man, a boy to me, really, who received 10 years for indecent exposure. I really feel there's some keto shit going to happen in a few hours, in the next 30 minutes. For some reason, he irks me like no other.
ともかくだ。今日はここでお前の働きっぷりを観察させてもらうことにした。だからお前がどれほど不真面目か見に来たんだ。
The equipment's really loud, ma'am. You have to shout.
余計なことを言うな。ただいまより最短作業を始める。
If there's one thing I know, one thing that my years working here has taught me, is that everyone incarcerated here is scum. Rehabilitation is a fantasy, no matter what anyone says. Each is rotten to the core, and nothing will change that. It's my duty to beat the bare minimum of humanity into them. Like how a breeder disciplines her animals.
たとえ地下であろうと、私の指示には絶対に。
おいでろの棒。
Oh, Owlbear is here.
ローラーでズタッタにされて死にてえのか。
私は監視長だぞ。
ああ、ここは炭鉱だぞ。ボケっとすんな。
A prisoner the size of a bear pushes me away. Me. Not just a guard, but a captain. Where is the snag in the machine coming from? Am I wrong for demanding his obedience? No, I'm not wrong. I reached my decision not to expect anything from them long ago. Are you alright, ma'am?
はあ、だから何がだって言ってるんだが、私の指示通り早く作業に取り掛かれ。
Having him worry about me annoys me the most. Because no matter how foolish these inmates are, I know I can do my job.
ソフリンなんだって。
I know I can do my duty. They were asking her what she said. Because I'm a good correctional officer.
石炭はプリズンの電気はエネルギーだ。たとえ嵐であろうと、ノルマが終わるまで戻れないと思え。
Yet now my confidence is in flux. Number 0720. Right when I thought I recovered from the incident, he showed up. What incident? What are we talking about here, huh? What's going on? Wait, where's this leak coming from?
お、どうした？
If I fall here, I'll be ruined again. I might not be able to recover. I'll have to quit this job. That's something I can't let happen. No matter what. What me? I had to be a correctional officer.
おうやろうども、そろそろリミットだ。海水で溺れ死ぬ前に戻るぞ。
ダメだ、戻ることは許さない。
ああ、何言って。監視長？
まだ今日のノルマを達成していないだろう。プリズンが何のためにお前たちを高い金払って養っていると思っているんだ。
ちょっと待てよ。このままいたら全員の安全が。
いいから作業を続けろ。
I can't run. I had to face them. I can't listen to another prisoner. I can't expect anything from them.
嫌なら独房に戻らず懲罰房に行くか。1ヶ月も入っていればすっきりするだろうな。
I can't run away. I have to keep moving forward.
お前もだぞ。0720番。
That's why I won't listen to you anymore. I have to be able to at least control this child. Rehabilitation is not on the table for him. So it's my duty to bring him up to the very baseline of human acceptability. Again, I'm gonna talk about the analogies later, but I already thought of an interesting analogy about this particular line. Having a criminal record in the outside world bars you from human treatment. That's why I need to get them used to what's in store while they're here. Get them able to endure any ordeal. If I can't even do that, how can I hope to face her? What is she thinking about? What is she? Oh my god. We're gonna have a backstory soon. Yes, ma'am. I'll do as you order. I'll become a decent correctional officer. But this tunnel might not be as obedient as we are.
なんだ？何の音だ？今のは。
It sounds like coal dust exploded somewhere in the tunnel.
なぜ電気が消えた？どういうことだ？
だから言わんこっちゃねえ。とっとと避難するべきだったんすよ。
黙れ、口答えをするな。それよりもこの混乱に乗じて脱走する者がいないかが問題だ。
It's pitch black, and we're in a coal mine underground. Who could escape? How? The situation in this dire is this dire, and still insolent. Will he ever stop?
わかるものか。お前たちはこの行動を知り尽くしているんだろう。逃げ出すのも容易なはずだ。
There's a system here that automatically drops the breaker when the methane gas passes a certain level. It'll be too dangerous to keep the lights on.
見た？小さな火種でもやばいってことか。
You can obviously tell it literally is her first time being here, man. I mean, there are scenes, but okay. There's something nice in this tunnel. We're cooked. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Things are dangerous now. Really so. What should I do then? I don't want to die in this hole in the ground. No. Maybe this is it. Payback for everything I've done. I don't need to. The power's not coming back until the methane gas scatters. Foreman, can we get the fans on? It's hard to breathe.
さっきの単純爆発で予備電源の方がいかれちまってる。濃度を下げるのは無理だ。
So the fan's not working and something useless.
どうするんだよ。このままじゃ浸水して俺たち溺れ死んじゃうかもしれないんだろ。
Okay, he's worried because what are we gonna do? Okay, I don't know the other lines. Go ahead, lightheaded. There's not enough oxygen.
その前に一酸化炭素中毒で死ぬかもしれない。おい、ろ過装置よこせ。
Something help me out. I don't know the first one. Something. I don't know. I feel nauseous. I want to throw up. I just want to be at peace already. If there's a like little pauses, I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing some screenshots right now. I mean, I could always do it while I'm rewatching the video, but like I'm most likely gonna forget about it when I'm editing. Anyway. No. I can't die. I can't let them die.
全員冷静になれ。とりあえず全てのものが無事か各班のリーダーが確認しろ。
It's not that I don't want to die. I don't want them to die. I cannot let them to die.
一つに固まって余計な動きをしないようにして、そして
All the responsibility lies with me. I'm the correctional officer here. You have both the authority to punish inmates and the obligation to keep them safe. And yet it always turns out like this for me. I only notice when it's too late. Tell me why.
怪我してる奴が近くにいたら手を貸せよ。仲間が死んだら炭鉱夫の恥だかんな。
Okay, they're helping out each other. I don't know exactly what. I just want to help you. But why won't you do as I say? Like that training, for instance. Isn't that something you should do? Doesn't that have the chance of making your mind get healthier as your body does? And if your body and mind are healthy, well, you might finally become normal, right? If you don't, won't you just do the same thing after you're out of prison? Isn't that what's most important to you? How you live after you get out?
そっちの洞窟のもの残っているものはいないか。
Yeah, why? Wait, where'd she? Ozawa, where'd she go?
もしかして反対方向のベルトに。
Oh, could she be? She went to the belt or something. Is something he said. Why won't you listen to me when you need to most? Am I just a failure?
誰もいないんだな。こっちは危ないから、もしいるなら大きく動かず、ゆっくりと声のする方へ。
He's just going off on herself and trying to be acting responsible. After all that time, after all that effort, am I still where I was? Number 0720, I know my words aren't going to reach you. I despise you. And well, if I'm honest with myself, I know why. Get over here! It's not because you're a prisoner. It's not because you're an inmate. It's not any of that. Because you remind me of her. Woo, suffering! Right as I hear him, everything goes black. Oh shit, they had a cave-in. A cave-in. Clouds of dust puff up from the fallen rocks, and some get into my eyes. As it fades away, a twisted wall appears before me. Suffering! The ground is softened up here. It took too long to remember what the ghost told me. That's why I wasn't fast enough. What do I do? Turn around. Yeah, my teammates are already gone. Go get help and bring it back would be too risky. Ghost probably isn't here. The cave-in has made the flooding worse. The water is up to just a few centimeters below my knees. In that case, I'll do something. She's given me hell for weeks. Oh, There's gonna be some keto shit coming up. I can feel it. She's used her position as captain to cause me untold pain. I'll figure this out. Yet I know the fear of the tunnel is far more than she does. What will I do then? Hamatsu-kun! Yeah, I've got this. Forged me strong enough to believe in myself. I'm getting her out of there. I dig and dig away at the wall in front of me. Whether it's possible never crosses my mind. I snatch at the gravel, toss up pebbles, and create a path. A massive rock appears before me, just like before. Back then, I couldn't lift it. Yeah, but now, get out of my way! With this trained body, I've got this. Our bro is now a Giga Chat. Holy shit. A hole opens in the wall. I see a familiar frame in the darkness. The figure plopped onto the floor. Emits a liquid that isn't seawater. Oh shit, she pissed herself. The area around it is strangely warm. Our eyes meet. Are you all right, ma'am? Wait. Inside, I find suffering in tears, dripping with snot and piss. Although it's an awkward screenshot, so if you don't have context, it will be weird. If you don't have context, it'll be if you don't notice the thing below. But if you know the context, that's some piss down there. A few days later, it's Sunday. I'm in the gym. There's a celebratory mood in the air, contrasting the drabness of normal life.
この度は嵐の接近に伴い、チューリッププリズンも甚大な被害を受けました。
Wait, who is this?
渦中、刑務官や受刑者が立場を超えて力を合わせ、危機を乗り越えるため尽力できたのはとても素晴らしいことであると考えます。その中でもプリズンのエネルギー源たる石炭の採掘に努め、落盤で窮地に陥った刑務官を救出した受刑者の働きは大変目を見張るものがありました。その労に報い、ここに5年ぶりの労働奨励賞の授与を行います。
Damn, bro, he's a model prisoner now. Holy shit. Who would have thought the wines would have helped in his favor? And it was exactly Sovereign who helped him get it.
それでは表彰者、前へ。
Oh, it's the other guards, I guess. The other chief guards, I guess. Cause they, you know, because they wear different special outfits. Yes, ma'am. I'm at the award ceremony. I'm being awarded as the wonderful prisoner who saved an officer.
今回の成果とこれまでの生活態度を加味し、ここに優等受刑者及び二等者囚人の権利を授与するものとする。
Damn, from lesser prisoner to rank 2 prisoner just like that. In other words, I am no longer a lesser prisoner, but a model one.
おめでとう。072湊修一郎君。
Holding the medal is Sovereign, Captain Sofia Shikolenko. An award right from the hands of the person I saved.
君の働きはとても本当に大変に立派だったぞ。
I don't know what she's thinking right now or what she's feeling right now, but you can tell she's just like, I don't know. Thank you, Captain Sofia Shikolenko. She puts the medal around my neck, her strained smile unchanging. By saving the life of the guard who had been surveilling me this whole time, I rendered an undeniable service and got my award. In other words, Sovereign made prisoner 0720 into a model prisoner with her own hands, no matter how much she didn't want to. Well, I guess Sovereign You were able to make him into a model prisoner, huh? In one way or another.
ああ、おかげでとっても助かったよ。
Most importantly, it proves that I am no longer lesser.
労働奨励制度の副賞として願い事を申請できることになっている。何かあるかな？
Which means I will finally be free from Sovereign's clutches. Please, apologize. That's so good! Really? Oh man, that's so humiliating. I'm kidding. My toilet is broken again, so I'd like it to be fixed. That's all I need for now. That's enough for me.
お前、絶対にあのことは言うなよ。
About what?
つまりその私があれを漏らしたことは。
Ah, I'd completely forgotten, so thanks for the reminder. I'm surprised you can still walk in public. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Wait, no! I'll kill you with the lackey wit. He's gonna try it now? Alright, let's see what you can make up, man. Let me make it more cooler prison style. I'll fucking crush you, baby. That's still kind of cringe, bro. It's still cringe, but okay, whatever, man.
Yoshi, 問題なしっと。OK だぞ、やんちゃ坊主。
It's 8 o'clock. I'm visiting the medical ward.
日々もちゃんとくっついてるし、ライオット団の後遺症もなし。
I'm not here for counseling, but a humble checkup. Shotgun pellets? Shouldn't be pellets, whatever, are more dangerous than I had thought. It can sometimes lead lasting injuries. That's why prisoners who take pellets to the head have to get looked at a few times.
こんなに早く治るとは。お主を見ていると、カレーを富に感じちゃうな、拙者は。
Bruh, he was forged in the mines. My fractured bone and head seem fine now. How old are you, Sensei?
私は32だよ。君の若さが眩しいね、修一郎さん。
Oh shit, up here. Oh. So I'm actually older. Oh. Anyway, she's a lot older than me than I thought. I guess that makes sense. It takes a long time to become a sensei.
けど、ソーニャさんとはずいぶん目立つ大立ち回りをしたね。わやするな。
By Sonia-san. Did you mean Sofrin?
そうそう、ソフィーアでソーニャ。向こうではメジャーな愛称だ。
I've never seen anyone call her that.
本人がそう呼んでほしいって言ってるからさ。まあ、ソフリンよりはいいじゃろ。
I realized I should watch my mouth around her.
立場的には言いづらいんだけど、正直今回の件はソーニャさんが悪いと先生思うな。厳しさも必要だけど、やりすぎ。
Will we learn her backstory? Because when she was talking to herself in her mind, she was thinking a lot about stuff that got me curious. You think so?
チャンスがあれば止めようと思ったんだけど、うまくいかなくてね。あの子も思い込むと一直線なタイプだから、ごめんよ。
Oh, she's a stubborn type. I don't mind.
誰かの手を借りようとは思っていませんでしたからって。
She says what I want to before I can. The fox-faced sensei shows her well-aligned teeth.
先生ね、実はそこが一番不思議だったんだよ。修一郎さんはもっと、なんていうか、他人に興味がないと思ってたから。そんな君がどうしてソーニャさんにはあんなに怒ったの？
Because she crossed a line she shouldn't have. I don't think she'll understand if I explain myself. There's no reason to give any more detail.
先生は聞いてみたいな、その理由。
She isn't the first adult I've seen to pretend like she wants to understand me. My parents worried about me too, at first. Gentle smiles and gentle eyes. When I underwent a mental exam in the hospital, the aging doctor was very kind and patient at the start. This is Amatsu-kun. He's one of my few friends. Every one of them fell speechless the moment I showed them my friend. Every one of them gave me a look of disgust.
君にとって露出って？
Public expression. An artistic act.
「その芸術を行う意味は？
Let everyone know of his existence. To let the world know that I am here. Everyone looked at me as if I were insane. And to me, it felt like nothing more than a deep betrayal.
周知のためにか。なるほどなるほどね。うん。そのくらいの年にそういう風に考えるのは不思議じゃない。
Of course, the only sensei that will understand you is the one you meet in prison. What is that? She narrows her head, her already narrow eyes, and puts on a duty smile.
君の大切なことを話してくれてありがとう。だからこのことは私たちだけの秘密にしておこう。
I may not be the best judge of character yet.
君が言ってもいいと思った人にだけ。天津くんと同じくらい大切な人が見つかった時にだけ言えばいいし。それに仲のいい人同士にだって小さい秘密くらいあるもんだからね。
Wait, give me a second. My audio just went weird. I'll be right back. Hey, Matt. But I have a feeling my intuition isn't all that bad.
はい。じゃあ今回も最後にアメちゃんどっちだ？
Yo, Ame-chan. I decided to fully trust Higuchi-sensei. Going forward. Becoming a model prisoner did not get me out of the mine.
おいこら港、てめえいい加減ドラムカッターの使い方を覚えろ。これ一気でいくらすると思ってんだ。
Sorry, sir. I'm still laboring away at the tunnel, covered in soot.
おいゼンラマ、また熱出してぶっ倒れるんじゃねえぞ。
Nowadays, I find the job pretty fun.
今度は運んでやらねえからな。
Since it's a group labor, we're free from the petty hierarchy between the sex crimes ward and the obscenity ward. Even though I'm not under the sun, running from manual labor does feel pretty good. What did they mean by this? It's important to become a Giga Chat or some shit. Huh? I hear a snap and feel an unfamiliar sensation in my fingers. When I raise my pick for another swing, it feels strangely light.
おうどうした？また骨にひびが入ったか？
I shatter my pick. Bits of iron glint scattered on the ground. It has always been banged up. But I'm a bit sad to lose the partner I made my mining debut. Under Pine Rock. Pine rocks are carbonized fossils in coal streams. They're big, they're tough, and you can't break them with normal picks.
こりゃカッターじゃぶっ壊せねえな。ダイナマイトで吹き飛ばさねえと。
Regular prisoners aren't allowed to get their hands on dynamite. I've heard the delicate job of handling explosives is restricted to a certain special prisoner. The demolitions expert isn't with our team, and the leader said it would take time to call her. I think back to that time. The voice of the one who saved me. Is she still somewhere in this mine then? I do want to thank her sometime. The coal mining life may seem miserable, but it has its upsides. One of them being that you'll get to take a bath after work every day. Oh yeah, they did mention that there's some jobs that are straight that get to do this every day. The other ones are the ones responsible for cooking. I think. I don't know I thought the laundry people too would have it because they're cleaning stuff, so they can't be dirty. But I didn't hear anything about that. So I'm guessing it's the people who prepare food and the miners. A coal miner first has to take seawater shower, cleaning off all the dust and grime. Only two kinds of working prisoners get this privilege of daily baths. Coal miners who get covered in soot every day, kitchen workers who have to stay clean. Okay, that answers my question. The first bucket of water dumped on myself washes all the day's fatigue away. There are a lot of rules about what you need to do, and time is pretty limited, but nothing can compare to the pleasure of dipping in the tub. Alright. I stare at the electric board above the guard. Every inmate keeps close track of it. It lets us know our time limit in heaven. It's still 3.
おめえの最近の働きっぷりなかなかじゃねえか。機材の使い方はいまいちだが、すぐにはへばらなくなったし、週末まで馬力が持つ。
You literally become a Giga-chan in the mines, man. I built up my stamina. All I need nowadays is a good night's rest.
若い証拠だな。おかげでわしら熊さんチームはここ数週間ノルマ達成率 120% を超えてやがる。鼻が高いってもんよ。
Mr. Bear, the team's foreman, has been chatting with us in the back a lot lately.
最初はわしの班に細っこいのが入ってきて、こんなガキども使い物になるのかな。
冗談きついっすよ、熊さん。
まあ人は見かけによらねってことだな。
Agreed. At first, I thought Kuma-san was a petty tyrant who hid behind authority like the other workstation leaders. He's a gay man and for rape and murder. They say he swooped in the wee hours of the night and slew the man who stole his boyfriend. Big as a bear, twice as hairy. He's the type of guy I wouldn't go out of my way to deal with if I were living normally on the outside.
てめえみたいな細っこいガキはまず筋肉をつけろよ。そしたらもう少しマシな男になれるだろう。
As I worked with him, however, I found that he actually shoulders the responsibility of being a leader well. He cares about the safety of the pressure he exudes underground is a safety measure, an effort to prevent the kind of careless mistake that could lead to some huge accident. They say we make up our minds from first impressions, but that's not enough to tell you what people are really like. I really do have to keep striving to be a better judge of character.
そろそろ時間だ。おい、港、小沢、おめえら遅れず出てこいよ。看守に大目玉食らうぞ。また列島には戻りたくねえだろう。
I like how that's one of the things he worries about constantly as trying to become a better judge of character. But anyway, I'm curious when we'll learn a bit more about Sonya's backstory.
Hey!
Yeah. The judge of pubes appears before me. A jungle. Huh? The towering rod in the middle of it is swollen with bumps, like he filled it with bees or something. What was up with Masan's, you know?
Huh?
He puts his arm around my shoulder and whispers into my ear, but looking around to see there's no guards around.
ほら、歯ブラシの持ち手をパキッと折んだろ。そいつをヤスリとかで削りゃ球体ができんだわ。
So it's like a BB pellet?
でな、それを何個も作ってな、一物に糸を通してグッと押し込むんだよ。そしたらボコチンポが完成ってわけだ。
Why would someone do that?
知らねえのか？真珠なんかを埋め込んどくとな、セックスの時に女が喜ぶんだよ。
Yeah, I've heard of that. But considering they straight up mentioned that he's a gay man, so he's doing it with dudes. First I've heard of it.
はあ、さぞつまんねえセックスしてたんだろうな。
No, I'm a virgin.
だから決め顔で言うんじゃねえよ。
I thought you had to cut it open to put them in, but it looks like a needle and a thread is all you need. Yeah, I've heard about this. I don't know why. I was reading some article about like, you know what? Never mind. It's a weird article. Never mind. Which was somehow published in what's that? It's a mainstream magazine, so it's kind of weird to see that kind of article in that kind of magazine. But because print magazines don't have much to say nowadays, other than stuff, I guess. You know what? Let's not continue that line of thought. It looks pretty painful, but I've gotten a lot more used to pain since coming to prison. It might look nice.
やめとけ。童貞には早い。それにどうせ 抜き打ちオナニー検査で見つかっちまうんだよ。
What will happen if they do?
その場で弾を引き抜かれる。あたりが血まみれになるらしいぜ。
Oh, I think I'll pass.
そうしとけ。どうせここじゃセックスなんざできねえんだ。自慢する以外に使い道なんざねえからよ。
I'm pretty good at showing off my cock.
童貞のくせによう吠えるな。
Yeah, I feel oddly embarrassed at my virginity all of a sudden. Such a strange feeling. Oh, don't tell me the next arc is him finally gonna get it. It's not all lumpy, but it's really clever.
賢くても使う道がなけりゃな。
I don't think I ever felt so defeated. I suspect it's less due to his facts and logic than the way Ozawa is looking down on me. It's not like people die if they don't bang.
バッカてめえ。あんな最高なもん死ねえで死ぬ方が愚かってもんよ。
Not interested.
女の体は柔らかくってよ。触ってるだけで気持ちいいっつうか癒されるっつうかさ。くっつくと甘え匂いがして脳みそがしびれてくんのよ。あれよりいいもんはねえな。
I can't exactly imagine it, but I figure it must be really nice. There's no way it's that good. So I go hard. Typical cope of the Dote. It's just sticking your dick in, right? Showing it off and streaking is way better. That's cool.
分かってねえなてめえよ。セックスっつうのはただ挿入するだけじゃねえんだぜ。
It isn't?
プレイにもいろいろあんのよ。あそことか膣に挿入する以外にも縄で縛ったりな、赤ん坊になりきったり、野外の公園でしたり、中でもテクニシャンにエネマグラでアナル開発されてドライオーガズムしちまったらどんなやつでも病みつきになっちまうらしいぜ。
Let's be in, man. Good point. I did moan a bit when I was hiding my massager. There's still uncharted territory there. This is good news. Then it really sparks the curiosity. You sure know a lot, Ozawa.
言うて俺も人並みよ。シャバで女抱きまくれるほど金持ってたわけじゃねえしな。けどいいもんなんだわやっぱ。
No fair. Why does Ozawa get to have all the fun? I think to myself, I want to have the same experience right now.
てめえの相関係数って戻っちゃねえんだろ。残り何年よ。
20? He goes from 10 to 20?
ならあと20年は童貞のままだなてめえ。
Goes from 10 to 20 because of suffering being a hard ass. The truth hurts. I won't be out of here for 20 years. I won't be able to experience the pleasure until 20 whole years are up. Why? Why am I here?
服脱いだからだろう。
I've never been this frustrated before. I won't be able to have such an incredible, apparently, experience, and all just because I'm in prison.
つかこんな話くらい外でダチと、ああ、友達がいねえからか。
I'm so defeated, I almost cried tears of blood. God, I'm going to die the dote. Then I remember the promise I made with her. The very important promise.
あ、そういや修一郎、更生プログラムはどうしたよ。
Even if I can't cast out my virginity.
優等受刑者は参加できんだろ。そろそろ時間なんじゃねえの。
He's talking about something. Isn't it about time or something? Anyway, I can have something closer to the real thing. Close to the real thing. After some time, I make it to the rehabilitation center.
プログラムの教室はあちらで。
I passed through the reception and saw down the hallway. Hello. Hello.
ボンかい。
なんじゃいクソ坊主。挨拶の仕方も知らんのかい。てめえここが旗組の島のと分かってのことか。お
Hello.
ご苦労の挨拶はよし開いて中腰して膝に手当てで滑舌悪くお疲れ様ですガッサーを注文だろうが
The worst enunciation. Let's do that. I just want to say that shit.
ご苦労の挨拶はよし開いて中腰して膝に手当てで滑舌悪くお疲れ様ですガッサーを注文だろうが
Never mind.
なんだそのやり方一発目とはお前ねしやがりじゃねえかこら
Alright, boss.
条件を言わんかいこら
I'm here to touch the chest.
てめえ何抜かしくさったんじゃこれ
I'm here to touch the chest.
花田のバッキバキな胸筋もんでどうすればこんな理想ボディになれるか知りたいってのかい
すげえ向上心じゃねえかこら
The chief's chest.
てめえなめくさっとんのかガキオラ
俺の胸が揉めねえってのかこら
I like the sweet line, man. What the fuck is that line?
待ちな
けど姉さんこのガキ姉さんのおっぱいだなんて舐めたこと抜かしてしかも俺の胸は揉めねえって
That's the thing that What the fuck?
てめえら全員出ていけこのボンとは私が話をつける
The Yakuza leave the room without objection. Each one shoots me a murderous glare as they leave. The door closes with a slam.
待たせたなボン要件を聞こうじゃねえか
Before that, let me remember my manners. Thank you very much for your advice.
ソフリンの時の話かい
I was really surprised at how right you turned out to be.
私もだよ嵐が来りゃ鍛えた体が役に立つとは思っちゃいたがまさか監視長を救出しちまうとは想定の上を行かれたな
Well, that's interesting. Him becoming a Giga Chat was literally her advice. Nice. I didn't even think too much about it. It earned me a long overdue phone call with my Nechan too. She was so happy she cried.
いいことだでもお姉さんを泣かすんじゃねえぞ
Got it.
素直な坊主だね
Why did you give me advice anyway?
前に言っただろうボン私はガキのてめえを気に入ってるんだよ
The chief keeps calling me Bon. I wonder how old she is. She doesn't look that much older than me. More importantly, though, about those breasts.
ああそれだまさか本当に来るとはね
She wasn't expecting.
葉っぱかけるためにいつも言う冗談だったんだが
She was just joking about it. I liked her remark about that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I'm just getting hyped.
ヤクザの方が冗談通じるのは兵の中でも一緒かね
It was. He didn't realize it was a joke, basically. How much can I touch them?
そりゃ何秒でも構わねえが
No. Now, don't worry. I'm setting out to do this raw.
てめえも見たろ血の気の多いうちの連中を
I mean, it would be terrible if you got pregnant.
私は奴らの親分だどこの馬の骨とも知れないガキがその胸を揉んだとあっちゃその後一体どうなるかわからねえわけじゃねえよなそれでもやる覚悟があるかいボン
Threats won't work on me.
それだけ腹くくってきたわけかい
I am very interested in Oppai. What a chug, man.
なるほどね
And it's not fair that Ozawa gets all the fun. I'm not the type to get excited or shaking all that much. But my emotions have been constantly heightened since coming to Tula prison. And throughout my whole stay so far, I don't think I've been this nervous.
ボン
Finally, I'll get my hands on some book.
悪いがあれはなかったことにしちゃくれねえか
Huh? No! A sinking feeling Like my feet crumbling. Why?
悪いな。もう
Why?
私な、胸なんざ誰にも揉ませたことはないんだ。
Oh. Oh, okay. That's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know how to react.
さすがに初めて胸を揉まれるのがこれってのは育ててくれた両親にも面目が立たね
え。You make a point.
とはいえ、旗への大親分が吐いた唾を飲んだとあっちゃ示しがつかねえ。これは旗へ大家個人としてのお願いだ。
Yeah.
いや、そんな都合のいい話はねえよな。それこそ旗への直れだ。けじめをつける。私のこの小指一本、そいつでどうだ？
What?
おい、若えの、やっぱ借りてこい。
It's fine.
そうか？
It's alright.
いいのか？組長の指だぞ。
I can't grow up a finger.
そうか。すまん。この通りだ。
Damn, she was really willing to get her pinky finger out. Oh my god. She bows her head deeply in apology. Seeing how far she's going, I realize I can't ask for more. I wanted to feel them.
私も旗への若鷹と呼ばれた女だ。ごめんなさいで吐いた唾飲んではいおしまいじゃこの都政はやっていけね
え。I really wanted to feel them.
一つだ。この詫びにてめえが必要になった時、願いを必ず一つだけ聞いてやる。こればっかりはたとえ天地が逆さになっても保護にはしねえ。旗への大門にかけて誓う。
I don't remember much of what happened next. I wandered the prison like a ghost. At length, I found myself in the phone center. I really like how his Odessa cries. There's a very particular way she cries. Perhaps I naturally sought the warmth of my family. That's just how hurt I was. I wanted to touch those. Why? How soft would they have been? Just imagining it makes my chest tighten. How soft are Oppai? You're asking your Nessa about that? What?
おっぱい？今おっぱいという単語が聞こえたか？
I said nothing of the sort. I'm a mall prisoner.
嘘をつくな。ならば何と口にした？
I said tubes, ma'am. Tubes? What's tubes in Japanese? What the fuck? We were simply speaking about the merits of soft and hard tubes in computer construction. They do rhyme though, so I understand the confusion.
胸だけに母音が同じということか。紛らわしいこと。
Wait, what is Japanese for tubes? I'm like, it rhymes as oppai. What the? What? I will learn more Japanese later. Know what the hell that is. A friend was telling me about them. I feel bad for his Onanchan man. Yeah, I did. I like how she cries. I can vaguely imagine Oppai being soft. What then? Would actual sex be like? Is sex even better then?
セックス？今セックスという単語が聞こえたような気がするが。
Alright, what's the bullshit he's gonna pull this time? I said nothing of the sort. I'm a mall prisoner.
嘘をつくな。ならば何と口にした？
Sax. Okay, this one's close. This one's close. The woodwind instrument. It has a really nice sound.
性行為だけにサックスということか。紛らわしいこと。
They're really pulling this? Is it?
わかんない。
Why not?
する機会なかったから。
I'm rooting for you.
ありがとう。でも病気のこともあるし、お姉ちゃん別にいいかなって。
No. Don't say that.
え？
Sex is really good, I hear.
そうかな。
Dad, it was incredible.
でもそこまでじゃないって人も。
Are you saying my friend was lying?
怒らないでよ。トトに初めて怒られたのがこれ。
I want my Nessan to be happy. Nessan, you're free. I want to enjoy life like I can't. I want at least one of us to enjoy life.
絶対にセックスしてみるね。相手が見つかったら。
Here in Tula Prison, there's a regular system known as night duty. The island's nights are cold, especially at this time of year. We need to keep the heaters going to warm up. We need to keep the heaters going to warm up the obscenity ward. We use the coal the other miners and I dig up as fuel. It's whoever's on duty's job. Toss set coal into the heaters every 2 hours through the night. Another part of the job is to call for prisoners in case of an illness or any other similar complication. The job rotates through prisoners. I'm done duty tonight. So I toss coal into the boilers and let out the cold sigh. Instead of going back to my cell after my task, I head for the waiting room. It's a small room with a chair and some water. There's a little brazier in the middle and nothing else to help with the cold. Where are you, Amatsu-kun?
ここだ修一郎。
So cold, I fear Amatsu-kun might shrink and disappear from me. The sleep feels like it'll bring death in this cold. Most prisoners read books while they wait. They're allowed to bring up to 3 into the waiting room. I, unfortunately, have none. With nothing else to do, I turn back and stare at the rows of cells. Many more years in here. Half underground with little light to speak of. For 20 years. I'll be an old man when I get out. Can't jerk off. Can't even streak. Oh, no sex either. I wanted to touch those up by.
私も揉んでみたかった。
Amatsu-kun agrees with me. I'm going to grow up not knowing the tenderness of a woman's breasts. Une. I'm going to grow up a dote and knowing the joys of sex. I hate that.
簡単に諦めるなんて修一郎らしくないぞ。
Amatsu-kun speaks up.
仮にセックスができなくとも疑似的にそれを経験することはできるじゃないか。
Close to the real thing, huh? If I could just experience the same pleasure. That would mean it would be as close to not being as dote as I could get. On the other hand, the current crackdown on loophole bangs is suffocating. Whenever a guy and a girl get in touching distance, Officer Yamagishi is always there to the lecture.
方法は他にもあるだろう。
Other ways?
前に仕入れたあれと小沢が言っていたことを思い出してごらん。
The thing I ordered. And what Ozawa was talking about earlier today. Ah! Oh no! He's gonna put it in his butt! A eureka moment. Feeling of everything coming together. It's possible! We can make it. if I could piece together, I just might be able to know a pleasure close enough to intercourse. Next evening, I head to the library. It'll be around here somewhere. I'm looking for the science shells. I think back to the science class I had back in grade school. My science teacher back then was really interesting. Went on a lot of tangents, but I learned a lot. It probably isn't the most popular genre. Oh, I think this is it. What I learned in the teacher's chemistry class sticks in my head for some reason. Maybe it was all for today. Huh? I think I saw someone. There's no one at the desk. I must have imagined it. Past time with. I'm on night duty. Book in hand, I step out on the usual path. Alright, now what? I have some time until Bangolan. I think I'll look for her. There's a lot I want to ask her anyway.
おいお前たち、距離が近いぞ。男女は1メートル以上離れろと言われているだろう。乳くり合っているんじゃないだろうな。
そんな変なことしていませんよ。
はい、ただ男女関係なく仲がいいだけで。
男女関係なく仲がいい？私だから1回だけは感化するがな。山岸刑務官の前でそんなことを言ってみろ。即座に50センチにされるぞ。
何を
？Suffering is yelling at the inmates as usual. Back to normal.
どうも最近舐められている気がするな。やっぱりあいつが言いふらしてるのか？せめてもっと鍛えておくか。軽くほぐしてから。
I really like she likes to work out. Hello, boss. I catch Suffering rotating her legs spread, hips bent. Scrambles up when she sees me. Takes a glance at me, looking as though I've killed her dog.
こんなところで何をしている0720番。あと挨拶は時間に合わせて。今はこんにちは。
Sorry, I had Yakuza greetings on the brain.
なんだ、看守が柔軟をしたらいけないのか？ストレッチしちゃいけないとでも言うのか？
She seems to have a real persecution complex. Suffering brings her face to mine, her brows furrowed.
それから0720番。ニナト、お前、つまりあれだ。
I like how she's using his first name at this point. What's going on? Yes?
あのこと誰にも言ってないだろうな。
She's probably talking about her peeing herself. Suffering has been talking to me more since the incident. I have not.
本当か？まあそれならよろしい。もし吹聴してみろ。たとえ便器の中に隠れても見つけだし、今度は頭にこいつをお見舞いしてやるからな。
Suffering seems to really not want me to tell anyone. Didn't we all piss ourselves planning back when we were kids? Was it somehow her first time? There's something I needed you for. It doesn't have to look so unenthusiastic. Here.
購入感染？ああ、そうか。お前は炭鉱だからか。
Normally, the person in charge of an inmate's workstation goes around to collect request sheets. The coal mine is special. However, inmates working there are allowed to hand their sheets directly to guards.
ダメだ。これを風呂に垂らし、スースーする快感に文字通り溺れたスーパーハッカーという名の懲役がいた。却下だ。
She's rejecting something. She mentioned the word super hacker. Anyway, the guards think it's a pain to aggregate the papers, so they read them on the spot.
電気あんまき？ダメに決まっているだろう。こんなもの、もう開発者ですら絶対アダルトグッズと思ってるぞ。
Thank you. Anyway, which means I can have her act as an immediate baggage check rather than getting a letter of refusal.
他にもダメなものばっかりあげてからに、お前というやつは本当。
It's a. Oh wait, I thought she was about to say something. I was trying to listen in. It's the perfect way, in other words, to find out just what you can bring into the prison.
コーヒーフィルター？こんなもの何に使うんだ？
I just, you know. Want some?
ならダメだ。意味もなく物品を購入することはできない。もっとまともなものにしろ。
Like what?
絵を描くための鉛筆とか、手紙を書くための紙とか。
Then I'll draw on the folders.
意味ないだろ、それ。
The prison standards are harsher than expected.
だいたい懲役が買えるのはパコルで入手できるものだけだからな。リストを見たことないのか？
Oh, I'm just ignorant. But well, now I know that I can't get most things on the straight and narrow. From what I've heard, the fox you get from prison work aren't too valuable.
というかお前、構成プログラムに出席していないようだな。なぜだ？
That's another reward available for model prisoners from the labor incentive program. Aside from the obvious score benefits.
義務ではないが、基本参加資格があるものは受けることになっている。少しでもまともになれるよう出席しろ。
Not too eager.
なぜだ？いろいろなプログラムを受ければ、外で役立つ技術も身につくし、相関係数だって下がるんだぞ。
I hate school.
学校というより部活動みたいなものだろうが、実際の部活動もプリズンにはあるし。
Well, that's interesting. I hate clubs even more.
協調性のないやつめ。普通は楽しいところだというのに。
What clubs were you in, ma'am?
私は剣道とか、まあいろいろ。
I like how they're being friends right now. I like how they're being friends. I like that. You did seem pretty flexible just now.
足ならここまで上がるぞ。ほら。
Wow!
この状態から足を広げて座る。
With your torso touching the ground?
何を談笑している？気軽いぞ。
I like how they're becoming good friends, even though she just realized. I'm getting yelled at by someone doing a yoga stretch on the ground.
そういう舐めた根性が悪いと言っているんだ。いいからごちゃごちゃ言わずに、とっととプログラムに参加してこい。
The rehabilitation program classes are an hour a day. My precious evening free time is now allotted to class. I'm late, but I'm let into the classroom without being yelled at.
今日が初めてのスケベがいるため、もう一度説明する。本プログラムは貴様ら変態を清く正しい真人間に戻すことを目的としている。
Wait, that's surprise. It's Officer Yamagishi reciting the shit.
まずリビドーマネジメント講座では貴様らの底なしで変態的な性欲を抱く自己と向き合う方法を教える。今ちょっとでもチンコを向き合うと考えた人間、そう貴様だ。貴様のような変態のためにこの講座が存在している。性欲を抑えられるようになって初めて貴様らはまともな人間に一歩近づく。工程を完了した懲役は塀の外で生活ができるよう職業訓練を受講することができる。間違えて職業訓練を受精したりするなよ。貴様らが職業訓練の子をはらむのは勝手だが、あいにくと産婦人科の訓練はやっていないからな。このプログラムに必要なのは清らかな心だ。年中腹背の輩に公正の術はないのだから、腹に一物隠すような態度はやめろ。一物と聞くや脊髄反射で生殖器を連想するから、貴様らはわいせつ太郎に淫乱花子と嘲笑される。天は二物を与えずという言葉は、神はチンポを2本与えないという意味ではない。
危ない危ない。皇帝を童貞と聞き間違え、あの8切れんばかりの足で一物を踏みつけられつつ罵られたのかと思い、謎犬特有のコックをしてしまいましたよ。
貴様、今コックと言ったな。名前は何だ？谷崎？コック谷崎か。なんてスケベな名前だよ。
And that's a very boring nickname. Looks like staying in this program will eventually let me take classes to get certifications. It's only for rank 1 and 2 prisoners. Those the system thinks can be rehabilitated.
いいか、大切なのはコントロールだ。自分の異常性欲をコントロールし、肉欲を消失させれば真人間になれるというものだ。ゆえに本日のリビドーマネジメントは性格診断テストを行う。つまりこの結果で貴様ら向きの職業などもわかるということだ。これをもとにどんな職業トレーニングを受けるかが決まるからな。真剣に行うように。いいか、真剣だぞ。真剣ではないということ。
What if the guard passed me a piece of paper? Over 50 questions are listed, all small questions about everyday scenes and situations. Let's see. Dore. These get suspicious when you get something different from what you ordered. There are 5 answers available, from strongly agree to strongly disagree. The last 10 questions are the ones where you list items by priority. At the end is a signature. Looks like these were made by someone named Mazushiro Himeko. I do hope she's a beautiful girl with big breasts.
よし、そこまで。今から採点用紙を配るから、自己採点をして前まで提出しに来るように。
I'm given the paper that shows how many points the answers were given have given me, and things like cooperativity and creativity. I'm supposed to add them all up and see how many points I got out of 10 in the categories. I connect all the ends together to form a pentagonal graph. Inmate number 0720, Minato Shuichiro. Communication 0. Empathy 0. Hospitality 0. Environmental adaptability 0. Planning, secrecy 0. Recommended job none. You are the type to form and lead a startup. I like that. He got 0. Jesus Christ.
そのハゲ頭で何の社長になろうって？携帯電話会社とか？
Yo, Noah's here. That's amazing. She's already level 2. At least. Looks like Kurebayashi-san is in the rehabilitation program too.
それ職業適性がないという意味ですよ、お前。
I have no job aptitude? That can't be right. Does that mean I'm not a good fit for society? But look here, I got 7.4 points in artistry. I think my exhibition falls under that 7-point section. Even if I'm not a very normal fit for society, a great talent in self-expression must mean I'm suited to being an artist. But you know, artists tend to be well, considering this location, you know, he's in. The test really is smartly made. It's really smart. This test really is smartly made.
うわ、こんなひどいグラフ初めて見た。本当に人間か？
I like her reaction. Night duty rotates every month and lasts a week. It's my second night. I got 5 left.
何か考え事があるんだな、修一郎。
Yeah, Amatsu-kun. I'm thinking about that libido management stuff. A program to make sickos normal. Classes to help bring us back into society. The class itself is pretty interesting, but
果たしてその考えは正しいんだろうか。
yeah, is controlling your desire really that right? Right. The Kino question. Officer Yamagishi told us to erase our desire, but is a fetish, not simply a part of us. It's like biting your nails or something. I don't think people can control their habits that much. Not even me. I can't imagine you can control something you can't replace. Would the better approach then be finding a way to live well with your abnormal fetish? Right?
けれど修一郎、代わりが見つからないという点では同感できないな。例えば、この後にあるという職業訓練だ。プログラムの中に君がこの上なく熱中するものがあるかもしれない。
You mean more than streaking? Impossible. There's nothing I could be more passionate about than taking my clothes off. Like taking off my clothes and letting the world know about you.
物の例えさ、物だけにね。けれど覚えておいてくれ、修一郎。
Amatsu-kun speaks up.
この世は広い。だから君が心奪われる何かはどこかにあるかもしれないってことをね。
Alright, that's interesting. Could that be true? Could there be something out there that stirs my passion even more than stripping? Something more than the art exhibition? Can't imagine it.
それよりも修一郎、あれを作るんだろう?
Oh yeah. I stand up and get my mind back in gear. I open the book on my small desk, relying on the obscenely war's dim light. And a review. A tool of prison's that tough on what it lets you bring into walls. And I'm going to make it from scratch. Science man.
Oh, Minato! Ozawa no yatsu wa dou shita?
He changed workplaces. It seems that that's happening a lot lately.
今度はどこ行ったって?
The cafeteria. Been there since the day before yesterday. Just so happens that coal miners have lent particularly large canteens. Unlike other workstations, we can drink as we like. They don't want us collapsing from dehydration in the middle of such taxing labor.
おい、あんまり飲みすぎるとタプタプになって動けなくなんぞ。
I won't. I'll go for a refill when I run out. This is the spot where Sulfurin and I got hit by those cave-ins. The miners feel the spot too cursed to bother digging any further until here. I knew it. Seawater seeped in from somewhere, forming a puddle. I scooped it into my empty canteen. And since this is seawater, that means... There we go. I brought a lot of shells with it, too. All prison workers have to go through full body checks at the end of the workday. Some places do check in the workstations themselves, but coal miners have to do the can-can dance in the inspection room. Number 0720. The inspection is to make sure we don't bring dangerous or lewd things into our cell wards. They check everywhere, even in your mouth, with one exception. Oh, so they don't do cavity searches, huh? Anyway, our canteens don't go through inspection, but directly to the cafeteria. Oh, okay, so only the canteen. Okay. We hand them over here and get them back full at the entrance to the mine next day. I stand in the leftmost of the three lines. Number 0720, here's my canteen. Ozawa takes it and draws a circle on his list. Dinner starts, and when the cafeteria workers start sitting at the tables... Thanks. Ozawa slips a large Ziploc bag of seawater and shells at my feet. There's one more thing I need. Unlike the seawater, however, it's not something I can get from the coal mine. On the other hand, I can't buy it either. So I turned to the local procurer. That was nothing. You're right about that. It'll be fine this time. I want you to get me some coffee filters. Need them right away. Can you get them? A lot. A natural smile comes over my face. I mean, you can't use a coffee filter for anything pretty, right? When I get back to my cell the next night, I find the filters have been delivered along with my laundry. Noting the existence of another supply route there, I head to night duty. I have on me 2 days worth of seawater and shells, hefty amount. I place the seashells atop the charcoal in the brazier. First I heat the shells. Having carved the coal into a circle, I put the shells over it, grind them into a crisp. Shells go pure white, and when I take them out, they're easy to crush. I grind them up into powder. Now, I put the kettle here and heat up the salt water. I put the mixture into the other kettle through the coffee filter. White sticky powder appears on the filter. Next, heat up the filtered water again. Put it back onto the filter. What the hell is he making? There's white powder left in the kettle. I can make saline water with this. Then I take the shells I made into powder, mix it into lukewarm water. Then the shells, the quicklime, becomes salt lime or calcium hydroxide. I put that into the saline water and
0720番。お前、何やってるんだ?
Oh no, are we caught? Holy shit. And oh, it's been a while since we saw her without her cap. Suffering lurches into the room from behind.
ずいぶんとゴソゴソしてるな。夜は静かにしろと言われなかったのか?
Guards will come in at random to make sure the inmate on night duty is doing their job.
夜間を2つも使って。お前、何してるんだ?
Boiling water.
お湯?
I'm allowed. I'm on duty. Those on night duties are permitted to drink hot water to deal with the cold.
そうか。まあそうだな。こんなところで性的行為ができるはずもないし、なるべく静かにしろよ。
So I wonder if the dark sorrows in her eyes isn't related to sleep vibration, but presence. Now it's something giving the impression. I don't know, man. With a big yawn, Suffering takes her leave.
だがこれでもう看守が来ることはない。集中して作業ができるな。
I flip through the book and check the steps. After mixing the calcium hydroxide into the saline water, let the mixture sit. Perfect. I already let it sit. There's some dregs at the bottom of the liquid. I pass this through a coffee filter too. The rest of the water, the evidence, goes into the gutter. All that's left is magnesium hydroxide and salt. When you sink this into water, you can take out another white, slimy, cum-like substance, magnesium hydroxide, and then put it over the heat near 1,000 degrees. Could it get that hot?
大丈夫だろう。このプリズンで取れる石炭は黒いダイヤと呼ばれる高品質なものだ。最高温度さえ保てれば。
I break the coal into smaller chunks and put them into the kettle. Ah, the kettle is starting to melt. Apparently, the kettles are made in an oxide layer. And cells start to have aluminum melt when they hit over 600 degrees. That was a blind spot. To withstand instantaneous temperature approaching 1,000 degrees, I would have needed quartz glass or something ceramic. All the tableware in the prison is plastic. No prisoner uses ceramic tableware. No prisoner. The guards that live here bring their own cups. They want things to build glass, so it would stand to reason they would use ceramic cups. I borrow Suffering's cup, the cat face on it. Heat it up with a bunch of coal. How was he able to? Oh no. I guess Ozawa stole it from him. Stole it from her. It sure is hot in here. The temperature of the room jumps up. Luckily, there's plenty of fuel in the room. I let it heat for a good 20 minutes while wondering if it's the coal I mined up. Then let it cool. I load up the boilers again and return. It's really cold outside, so I'm freezing when I get back. Now the magnesium oxide is complete. I grind it into a paste along with the magnesium chloride. I extract it at the beginning. Let it dry, hit it. Then, hanse. The magnesium cement is ready. Magnesia. How sturdy? Okay, that's his line. Super hard. I give it a testing smack against the ground. Doesn't even crack. This is what I wanted to make. Natural concrete from shells and seawater. I'm pretty surprised myself. I managed to remember the whole experiment because my science teacher had actually demonstrated it way back. With materials this handy, I can make anything. If I get a bunch of these, I could make some small blocks too. If I just gather all the materials, then making one of those is very possible. What is he using it for though? I'll lose myself in making concrete until the sun comes up. No matter how sleepy he is, a prisoner has to follow the schedule the prison has laid out. The rehabilitation program I'm part in is part of that plan. There's no seating arrangement in class. We can sit wherever is open. Some inmates think sitting in front makes them look motivated and eagerly sit there. Me, I set up shop in an empty back seat. Guards shouldn't see me yawn if I'm in the back. I'm busy with my concrete project to bother with this class stuff.
全員の出席は取れたな。それでは本日の構成プログラムを始める。
Sovereign seems to want to bother with class even less.
今日から授業の一環として受刑者同士のグループワークを行う。テーマはものづくり。みんなでものを作る大切さを知り、協調性を養っていきましょう。
Oh, I'm already making something. I think to myself.
今から皆さん変態懲役の中から数名リーダーを選出します。リーダーは制作内容を決め、メンバーを募ってください。なお、グループワークなので積極的な参加が見られない。協調性のない懲役は問答無用で罰則を与えてよいです。あ、これは読まなくていいやつか。というわけで、リーダーをやりたい者おるか？
Silence covers the classroom. To be the leader of the group project is to draw the short end of the stick. Prisoners here who want to be well regarded by the higher-ups. Surface level. No one wants to take on the burden. And my catastrophically low motivation as of now. Neither do I.
よし、おらんな。まあそんなことだろうと思った。では、0720番。
Of course, because Sovereign's here, so of course she'll pick her favorite prisoner. Yes, ma'am.
お前が19班のリーダーだ。あとは、よし。以上で班長は全員決まったな。19班、45班、85班のリーダーは制作内容が決まったら報告するように。以上。
I head for Sovereign as she sluggishly steps towards exit. I can't do this, ma'am.
はあ？何がだ？
I cannot be a leader.
社長タイプなんだろ？
But I have a cooperativity score of 0.
芸術性は割と高かったな。
I'll talk.
決めた。絶対リーダーやらせる。テコでも変更しない。
That made things worse. I'm not cut out to be a leader.
どうして？やってみなきゃわからないだろう。
I've got something else to...
他に？
Nothing.
炭鉱ではうまくやってるんだからできるだろう。あと、ちゃんと敬語を使えバカ者。
I sincerely ask that you cut me a break.
本当に何なんだそれ。
I'm only surviving because I'm on my own besides work.
球技大会とかなかったのか？学校で。野球とかサッカーやっただろう。
Soccer's my biggest trauma.
何が？
I had no friends. I like how they're having this conversation right now. They're really close.
情けないことをその顔で言うのやめろ。
Nothing's as traumatizing as going to sports day with no friends.
これは上からのお達しなんだ。適正テストの結果で班長を決めるっていうな。
She holds back a yawn and scratches her neck. She really doesn't want to be here. I'm not backing down though. Making the concrete takes priority. Listen, this project is wrong-headed from the start. Why have sickos like us make something?
Huh?
There's no way we're going to make something perverted.
まあ、それで罰を受けるのはお前だし、それでもやる気ならやってみたらいい。 芸術性とかいうのがあれば認めてもらえるかもしれんしな。
Oh yeah, both of them are from the night ship. Both of them. That's why she's yawning a lot right now. My best argument is met with indifference. She lets out her biggest yawn, turns her baggy eyes to me.
いいからメンバーを集めろ。友達がいないならなおさらだ。私の手を煩わせるな。さっさと行け。それと絶対にあのことは言うな。
Oh, right. Her eyes really. Okay. It's only now I really focus on her eye bags. It's much more noticeable up close. Ozawa, I'm in trouble.
Huh?
I don't have a group because I don't have any friends. So I can't make the thing. So I'm going to fail because I'm busy with concrete.
ちゃんと説明してくれる？
I explain, leaving out the concrete. It gives me a not my problem look. Terrible. To join my team?
俺今忙しいんだよ。
I'm busy too.
それって夕飯前の時間だろ？その時間は飯場が一番稼働してて大変な時なんだよ。
Time for him to make some other friends, bro. Come on, you can dip out from work easy.
簡単にサボれたら俺だってサボりてえよ。
I don't even know anyone around here.
適当に声かけりゃいいだろ。
I don't want to work with someone I don't know.
わがままなやつだな、てめえは。
It would be particularly difficult to put Amatsuku on my team, given what this prison is like. Which means Ozawa is the only friend I have left. Ozawa.
情けねえ声出すんじゃねえよ。たく、しょうがねえな。
I like this guy. He's willing to join us. He scratches the back of his head like usual and lets out a deep sigh.
協力してくれそうなやつは俺も探してやっから。
Ozawa.
うるせえな。
Gets me under the table. It hurts.
だからてめえも自分でメンバー探す努力しやがれ。
I told you I don't want to work with people I don't know.
だったらよ、おあつらえ向きなのが一人いるじゃねえか。
Really? Like who?
前に一緒に組んでたあいつだよ。ほれ。
I mean, he did technically work with her. But yeah. He gestures with his chin. I look in that direction. Kurebayashi Noah, aka Troll Girl. Worked together before. So, want to join my team?
いいでしょう。
He agrees surprisingly easily.
お前には借りがあります。早く返したいと思っていました。
Why? I think to myself. She straight up says something, but since it's not translated, I have no idea what she just said. Oh, I get it. You don't have any friends either. With that, Kurebayashi and I stick our desks together. Past hours are now to be allotted to the group project.
それで、作るものは決まっているんですか？
Oh. Flowing is in the background. Well, I'm thinking of making something artistic.
何の具体性のかけらもなくて、若者って感じがしていいですね。
She's falling asleep. I like how she's falling asleep. She gives me a nice compliment. What can you do, Kurebayashi?
簡単なプログラムなら組むことができます。ハードも得意ではないですが、知識はある程度。お前は？
I get it. She's a hacker, man. No, simple programs. I'm even better than her, basically. But I'm no hacker, man. I'm gonna be naked.
他には？
I'm good at getting older women to like me.
つまり死者誤入すれば赤ん坊と一緒というわけですね。
I mean, okay, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, it is. Kurebayashi really is good at complimenting people. We're free to move as we wish during group work time, so we leave the center. I wanted to take a work to refine our ideas. This is probably one of the bigger privileges that higher ranked prisoners have. I like how Kurebayashi is also level rank 2 at this point. If you can program, we're going to have to use that.
しかし、コードだけではどうにもなりませんよ、お前。まずは作りたいものを定めないと。何かないんですか？
What I want to make. Nothing in particular comes to mind. As I've gone through life, I never once wanted to make something. It might be most logical then to invite other inmates and narrow things down based on what they can do. Are we only allowed to pick people from the rehabilitation program?
違反にならない限り誰の協力を仰いでも良いとのことですが。どうしました？
I suddenly stopped. This poster caught my eye. I point to a large paper, the center of the bulletin board. The prison has safety week posters, and the pictures were then changed periodically. I don't know who draws them, but this is the first time I've looked at one so closely. Colors are bold like oil, and it looks like there's the real layers to the paint. All the posters have been primarily red, but this one stands out the most. I can't appraise it artistically, but it does draw my eye.
そうですか。確かに必要かもしれません。
No matter what we do, I think we will want someone who can draw. The question is, who did this piece? If I find them, I might be able to persuade them to our side. Any luck?
いや、まったくだ。うちの組の人間にも聞いてみたけどよ。
Unfortunately, I come up dry on the artist.
もしかしたらこのプリズンじゃねえんかもな。あんなの書いてたら普通は誰かに見られんだろ。
A guard, maybe?
だったら余計に頼めねえだろ。
He's right. A guard isn't going to help a prisoner with their homework unless there's a really strong reason, I figure. Ozawa, can you join up then?
は？だから無理だっつってんだろ。
But we're friends.
だから半場は衛生問題で簡単に施設から出らんねえの。手伝いたくてもできねえんだよ。
Which means he really does want to help me, I figure.
つうか、勝手に友達にすんじゃねえよ、バカ。てめえなんざ手間のかかるガキくらいにしか思ってねえかんな。
Sure, whatever, man. At this point, yeah, whatever, bro. He's just being shy. Daddy, I think.
つうかよ、俺に何か作れると思ってんのか？
You have a point. There's no way someone with a face like that can be creative, I figure. That's so mean. My artistry score is 7.4.
ドヤ顔やめろや。つうかそれ。
Unfortunately, I don't have any leads on an artist. I've been told to form a team. I had to do something about this lack of personnel.
そういや、てめえらに興味があるっつう懲役がいたぜ。どっかで話聞いたらしくてよ。せっかく免業日だしよ。会いに行ってみるか？
Waiting for me at the gym is a slender-eyed man with a strange air about him.
オタクが班長？ずいぶん小さな班長が来たもんだね。
Introduce. That name. I've seen him around before. Yeah. He's the one who sits in front of the rehabilitation program. Number 0720. Exhibit man. Pleased to meet you. I hold out my fist to do the greeting. He does not hold out his. So, what can you do?
僕は外の世界で音楽プロデューサーをしていたんだ。アイドルのね、君も知っている名前だと思うよ。FUK69 って聞いたことあるだろ
FUK69 Jesus.
パッキン69っていや、法の抜け穴をついた握手券ならぬセクシ券で一世を風靡したグループじゃねえか。すげえ。
What the fuck? Never heard of them.
子供だと知らないのかな。あれはアダルト向けのグループだったからね。
So basically, it's an adult idol group. That's two things in one. Okay. So, what can you do?
制作物のプロデューサー。スケジュールを管理し、適切なアドバイスをする。より良いものが仕上がるよう努めるのが仕事だよ。オタクはグループ制作をしたことがないからわからないかもしれないけど、そういう人間は必ず必要になるんだよ。ちゃんとした大人の意見がね。
You mean you'll take over being leader?
いやいや、そんなことしないよ。リーダーはもちろんオタクさ。けど実際の陣頭指揮は僕が取ってあげよう。大変だろうからね。だから僕の名前を2番目に入れるんだ。貢献度は1番にね。それくらい痛くないだろう。
The leader allots points based on contributions of each team member. It doesn't directly affect grades, but the guards do refer to it. And the others.
君は責任者として多く取り分をもらっていい。他の連中はゼロにすりゃいいんだからね。
That's what you want.
どうせ言わなきゃ誰も気づかないさ。君も手早く結果を出してこんな磯臭い場所からは出たいんだろ。僕は外ではタワマンの最上階に住んでいるんだ。会社も20台は持っているし、資産だって10億以上ある。虫歯がないのに歯を全部インプラントにした。庶民が行くファミレスに呼び出しボタンってあるだろう。僕のデスクにはあのボタンが無数にあって、押せばすぐそこのウェーターがやってくる。すごいだろう。本来であればこんなゴミ捨て場にいる人間じゃないんだけどね。ちょっとミスをやらかしてこのざまさ。
What was the mistake?
枕営業を嫌がるアイドルがいてね。優しい僕は薬で緊張を和らげて体を重ねてあげたってのに、そいつ殺にチクりやがってさ。
Wait. That's basically okay. That's really bad.
あのアマ、自分から腰を振って気持ちよさそうにあんあん言ってやがったのにな。ひどいと思わないかい？被害者だよ僕は。
Yeah.
それは冤罪ってことでマネージャーに押し付けたんだが、結局僕も脱税で捕まって最終的には枕の件もなすりつけられた。まったく日本の司法は狂ってるよ。
I see. I get the situation.
それでオタクたちのチーム名は？
Get lost before I fucking crush you, baby.
おい待てよ修一郎。知らねえやつが嫌だとかそんなこと言ってる余裕ねえんだろうがよ。
It's not that. It just can't be him. He's got that scent to him.
匂いだ？
It's just a feeling, really. But he had a scent of manure to him.
だってよ、実際にあいつは外じゃとんでもねえ仕事人だったんだぜ。金も持ってるじゃねえか。
He's just that super sketchy that you can't even trust him, I guess. How will that be useful in prison? Trying to make himself look more impressive than he is. There's no substance to his contextless boast. He did not speak in truth, but an exaggerated advertisement. People like that, you should probably avoid. They'll drag me down hard. At least that's the impression I get. From the limited amount of experience I've had so far, I started feeling those scents from people. Okay, he's becoming better at judging people, okay? True sense this time, huh? I'm not interested that I can explain logically, but I'll take what I can get for now. By the way, I think I need to finish the scene and I'm gonna call it for today. I'll try to be early tomorrow. I mean, Saturday tomorrow. But good sleep's nice to have. And first day of fun smoke for Girls Frontline too. So then I have to get ready for that. Anyway, first, you see how smug he was to me? We just met.
てめえが言うかね。まあ確かに鼻につくやつだとは思ったがよ。でも実際に物を作った経験もあるしよ。いろいろ知ってるみてえだし、頼りにはなるんじゃねえのか。
Ozawa does have a point.
そりゃ断って正解だっただろうな。
Fukitani-san says, letting the smoke rise from his cigarette. You think so?
そいつはお前さんが何ができるかを尋ねた時、外で持っていた役職と物を自慢したんだろ。
That means he's very useless on the inside. Yeah.
経験上、過去の実績と数値を喧伝する輩は十中八九ダメだ。技術を持たない人間が相手より優位に立とうとするときに使う常套手段だ。聞いてもいない自慢をペラペラとするのもそりゃ無能の証拠だよ。
I think so too.
それにそいつは指揮権を自分のものにしながらリーダーはお前さんのままにするって言ったんだ。
Yeah, that's not particularly good. Right.
つまり最終責任を取らないってことをうまく言い換えてるわけだ。切り捨てて正解だよ。
Yeah, and if shit hits the fan, he's not taking any blame for it. It's still the lead. I feel all my frustration fade away. Kitani-san vocalized everything I had been feeling. I do want to be at least a bit better of a judge of character. I do want to be at least a a bit better for judge of character.
それがいい。ここは魔境だ。海線山線の輩に噛みつかれればすぐに砕かれ飲み込まれちまう。でも近寄らなければ最悪は自然と遠ざかっていく。そういうのはノロマが好きなの。
How can I tell?
そうだな。
He lets out a puff of smoke. The girl that we push us on the bar lights his cigarette, quickly slips away.
人の心を持つことだな。じゃなきゃここでは化け物になる。
A monster.
人間のことは人間にしかわからない。化け物になったら人間は食い物にしか見えない。そういうことだよ。
Right. These are a lot of life lessons in one conversation. You might have a point there. I'll try to be a good person. Then, a decent human being. That would be most logical.
それよりお前さん、保安週刊ポスターを書いた人間を探してるらしいと聞いた。
You've heard about that?
これは情報屋だよ。調達屋だけじゃない。なのにどうして最初に訪ねに来ない？
Would you happen to know who it is?
もちろんだと。というより、お前さんもよく知っている人物だよ。
He smiles through his subtle. The answer he gives surprises me. All right, let me finish this. Let me finish this scene instead. I wanna see this shit. Was I head to where Kugitani-san told me to go. There's a spot hidden behind the phone center, someplace you wouldn't notice at a glance. I see a girl hunched over on the steps, focusing intently on her canvas. Chief. Whoa! She's artistic. Ooh. The artist of the Safety Week posters is the Chief Hatai Takeya.
ここでやってることは側近にも言ってなかったんだがね。
Kugitani-san told me.
あのじじいか。情報屋は手に負えねえな。まあ悪いやつではないんだろうがね。
He lets out a resigned sigh, but seems a little amused. He puts her brush into a bucket with a small chuckle. I didn't think you would be a painter, Chief.
そうかい。女のたしなみは一通りやったよ。おことに茶道に華道に書道。その中で絵が一番好きだっただけさ。
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe before she became like the family head of their Yakuza family, maybe she was meant for something else, but then she became the family Yakuza head. I don't know. Because I think because I remember the training for becoming the Yakuza head would get them to skip this stuff because they're too busy being a Yakuza head. And the women, traditionally women arts would be for making you more attractive to be a wife or some shit. I don't know. I think I heard it from somewhere, but I don't know if that's true or not. Whatever. Why are you painting Sadie posters though?
私は優等受刑者様だが、構成プログラムを受けてない。無駄に時間があるのさ。だから暇つぶしで描いてるってわけだ。
Now look at her canvas. The real thing has a lot more power than the copies in the center. It feels less well done and more powerful.
それで、ボンは何しに来たんだ？今は構成プログラムの時間なんだろう？
This is part of it. We're doing group work now. We haven't decided what to make yet, but I want you to join our team.
なぜだい？
Is appreciating your painting skills not enough?
ああ、そりゃそうか。
I'm not sure what's so funny, but she lets out a different laugh from usual. Your paintings have a strange appeal to them. They're not exactly skillful, but they really draw the eye. They weren't joking about this being Sakura no Ota, but prison. Nah, maybe I'm overthinking it. Only because there's a lot of... The word art has been thrown around a lot. And then the concept of perversion and human nature and shit like that. And the damn ratings board, guys. The damn ratings board.
うまいってわけじゃないというのは気にかかるが、褒められるのは悪い気はしねえもんだな。
Then
だが、手伝ってやるのは無理だな。
Why not?
私は顔役であり極道だ。誰かの下についてやるなんざ許されねえ。メンツってもんがある。
Right, huh?
だからボンだって言うんだ。そんなちっぽけなもんじゃねえ。組織を維持するための対面ってもんが世の中には存在するんだよ。
So, you mean if you bend the knee, people start looking down on you and your people will be in trouble?
頭は悪くねえんだったな。そういうことだ。
Too far removed from the Yakuza world to really understand it, but I want you to join us, Chief. I really want to work with her. And I don't want to fold.
なぜだい?
I just do. I don't really know why. Because I know her? No. Nothing so vague or hazy. It's just, if I'm going to get someone to draw for us, I want it to be her. I strongly feel that desire.
理由はね、見返りはね、どうにもできねえ。それでも自分を通してえなら、もう少しだけ頭を使ってみな。私の希望に沿って筋を通すために、てめえが持っているカードは何だい?
Yakuza really love little fingers, huh?
そういうこと言ってるんじゃねえ。やめろ、腕まくるな、ヘラを握るんじゃねえ。小指大切にしろてめ
え。It isn't something you just give Yakuza to get them to do whatever you want.
便利な小切手みたいに言うんじゃねえよ。
I can't think of anything else the chief might want. What would convince her? Rather, those around her. Is there a way I can make it look right? Why don't I join your group?
確かにうちの組の人間になりゃ面倒見るって名目で参加できるかもな。
But Yakuza are organized crime.
それがどうしたい?
Organized crime is not good. The air changes. In the second flat, things feel incredibly tense.
それを極道の私に言うってことはどういうことかわかるか?
Her voice sounds like the quaking earth. I feel like this sort of pressure can only come from someone who's experienced more than I can imagine. It's not an unpleasant feeling though. Fear is shooting through my body, but not the disgust I felt from the guy in the gym. If that way won't work, I decided then to speak plainly.
だったら?
You did promise, Chief, that you would listen to one of my requests no matter what. It will hurt your reputation to break your promise. So you'll join my group as a way to keep my group as a way of keeping your word. Will that suffice? Silence dominates the space. It gives me a praising glare. Then
てめえは本当に少しだけ賢いな、ボン。
She bursts out laughing. I feel the tense air immediately loosen up.
はい、わかった。てめえのチームに参加してやろうじゃねえか。
She makes a clear promise to help. Are you sure this is okay? Put up a pretty solid fight, and I can't really understand why she agrees so easily. What gives?
バカじゃねえんだ。もうちっとだけ頭使えばわかるだろ。さっきも言った通り、ただの対面の問題さ。つまりはな。
I mean, he literally just said it himself.
私も書きたくないわけじゃなかったってことさ。
The Yakuza really are strange creatures. I think to myself. All right, I have to call it in here.
漢方の貸し出し希望の方。
I really have to call it in here. All right, that's it for. All right, that's it for Hentai Prison today, and we're gonna continue again tomorrow. This is Saturday. We're gonna have a lot of time. Yeah, we're gonna read the whole fuck out of this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Ciao.